What's upper Dub Nation? I should say, actually, what's upper Dub Nation? E40 voice. And oops, we're doing it again. We are doing yet another rewatch. And today it will be Game 6. Let's pull up the back screen and get everything ready to go. I'm not quite as ready today. Sorry about that. Let's find the box score. It's going to be harder to find if I do it that way, so I'll just Google it. 2022 finals, not game 5, but game 6. And then the BK ref version, because it's cleaner to look at. Once you get rid of these interstitials, we will win by 13 points. Let's cue it up to the first quarter. And then I've got to set up the actual game. So here, do you need me to do play-by-play in case you're listening to this podcast style? Yes or no? And we'll wait for more people. We did agree to watch it tonight on the last stream. So let me set up everything else on the other side of things. Let's see. This one. Take me a while to figure this out. Can't remember how I did it last time. Get out of here. There we go. Enter studio. No, I don't want that. Okay. Okay. Hang on a second, people. We'll get to it shortly. Got to send Dean Chambers the link. There it is. Two more minutes and we should be up and running. Okay. That's good. There we go. Okay, a couple more steps. Let me set up the TV if I can find my remote control. There it is. Okay. Hey, Bruce. Good to have you. Arbel. Hey, Arbel. The stream is actually on Twitch as well, so I don't know what's best for you to do if you're able to have two Twitches on at the same time. I don't even know. I assume that's possible. Okay, I'm gonna screen mirror this. Boom. And let's try and get Dean here. Is he in the okay? Okay, Dean's on the way. And Let's tell you, somebody out there tell us how to watch this game. Let's see, put it in the comments. And then I should probably tweet out the link. My fault. Katie Boyd in the house. Oh, thank you. Arbel in the house. Thank you, dude. Let's pin that. There you go. Don't need to do play-by-play, really. Okay. I guess everybody's ready to go to, according to that account, that's where you can watch Game 6 tonight. But we're missing Dean, so hang on and I'll send out the link on the Twitter. Okay. Give me a moment. Dean Chambers in the house. Hey, Dean.
What's up, Rich?
All right. Good to have you, man. Dean hopped onto a recording that I did. It's not done yet, but Dean's a special guest for the next video after which one was it? The next video after this one that I just did, the free agent thing, non-taxpayer. Because breaking news today, Gary Payton II. Gary Payton Jr. It's the first time I ever said that. I'm out of sorts.
All good, Rich.
Gary Payton II opted in. So Dean joined me on that. But so let's talk about Game 6. Yeah. Can't wait for you guys to see that tomorrow morning. All right, Dean.
All right. I got the
remind us of Game 6 and everything involved. What we're gonna watch right now.
Yeah, well, obviously, feeling good coming off that Game 5 win, even with Steph not hitting a three for the first time in his playoff career. But a little concerned about going into Boston. Going into the Boston Garden and TD Garden, I guess it's called now, and getting a win on the road because we hadn't done that all playoffs long. We closed out the Nuggets in 5. The Grizzlies had a higher seed. We closed them out in 6 at home. And the Mavericks, we closed out in 5. So we hadn't closed out a team on the road. And you lose that game, obviously, I guess the narrative now is they weren't ready then and they were ready now. That's crap. This has been a highly talented team that made many conference finals and was very close to making the finals. They were 1 win away in 2020. The Celtics were from making the finals against the Lakers, and the Heat pulled that one out in the bubble. And obviously the same is true against the Nuggets. They were 1 win away in that Game 7. So we knew this team was excellent. We had all felt very uplifted having gone down 1 win to 2. That the Warriors bounced back in Game 4. Obviously, Steph being a machine all game long, Klay hitting those huge shots at the end, Wiggins playing great, and then Game 5, obviously the Wiggs game again, Klay hitting huge shots and Steph killing it at the hoop and mid-range getting a bunch of assists. But coming off of that game, you wanted to see if the Warriors were going to have what it took to go to. I think the Celtics at that point had only lost 2 finals at home. I think.
2 finals at home. Oh, right.
1958, 1985, I think, were the only 2. I might be wrong about that. I think 87 was
a great job. Okay. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
What's up, everybody? Nikki, Daniel, Bruce. Yep, Bruce is here. But yeah, man. So going into that arena, that kind of pressure, facing
all time,
or going
all time, Celtics had not lost at home to end the finals.
I think it happened twice. I think it happened in 1958. Although, no, that might have been on the road. I don't remember. I can look it up if you want. But
Dean, you got to remember these things, man. They're so important.
Flipping.
You're in it's Dean Britannica of Chambers.
Of positivity. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. So 58. They were in St. Louis when the Hawks won. So maybe it was 85 and 87 that they lost. Either way, it's one of the most difficult places to win the title in the league. And I know Steph had 36, I think, something like that. I know Draymond's about to hit a really awesome fadeaway mid-range shot with a couple minutes to go to stem the Celtics tide, and I think it's in the third quarter. And I really started to feel confident after Draymond hit that shot. But it's been a couple of years now, man, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see how they pulled out the title, and of course, Steph crying and Klay coming over and jumping, and Ighodaro out there, and the look on Jordan Poole and Andrew Wiggins' eyes, Kuminga and Wiseman and Moody, all those guys. Just JTA. It's going to be great, man. And I really hope I get to see it again.
Do you remember, by any chance? Oh, I'm sorry. There. Do you remember Del Curry on the baseline before the game ended?
Yeah,
Del Curry.
Steph kind of collapsed on the other side of the court, and Del came over there and started hugging him with a big old scar in his hand and everything. Yeah,
big old scar on his hand. What? Really?
I think so. Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Because I've got a little clip here. Hope it doesn't demonetize us, but let's see if I can get it right. I got a little clip here for you guys that is with Del Curry, and I didn't remember this, but it happened. So let me go here and open up a new window.
Oh, Cameron Brink tore ACL.
ACL, yeah.
Oh, it's terrible.
Right here, you guys see this? And then they'll give him a big slap in the butt. Boom. I've been there. I've received a hard slap in the butt from a Curry before. I think this was not on TV, so I think we might be okay with it. Yeah. So, anyways, that
didn't look like a TV camera.
Fun stuff. And yeah, I think it was in Portland. Somehow we won the game years ago. I was filming Steph walking back through the tunnel to the Warriors locker room.
Yeah.
And he passed me, and next thing you know, I felt the big hand slap on my butt. It was Steph. It's somewhere on our IG somewhere.
Way to go, champ.
Yeah. All right. Everybody ready?
Oh, Nikki's a little confused.
Yeah, good, Nikki. See the pinned comment. And also let me know if that doesn't make sense. In fact, if you go to the recommendation by NBA Up Close, hey, everybody should follow NBA Up Close. I hear he's a good guy, man.
Yeah. Does
Just
a lot of cool stuff.
NBA Up Close and go subscribe. I've been told that they need 399 more subscribers there to start monetizing.
Oh. Well, go check him out, everybody.
Oh, did I? Oh, my fault. My fault, Nikki. Yeah, my fault. Is that deletable? Oh, yeah. Hey, let's get whoever's running that account should definitely correct themselves.
Yeah, man. Come on.
Okay. Anything else before we start, Dean?
No, let's go win a title.
Echo, are you on headphones or no?
Yeah, I'm on headphones.
Okay. Maybe turn it down a little bit. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I can barely hear myself, but not quite yet. So that's good. Oh, thanks. Thanks, dude. Replace pin message. There you go. Does that make more sense now, Nikki? My bad. Watch it on your TV. There you go. Yeah. Let me see. Thanks, Parth. Let's see. Hold on, let me look at this. Oh. Thanks. Shivansh, my hero, man.
Nice.
Gonna mention you in the video tomorrow, the GP2 video tomorrow, which is really a Klay video. Oops, shouldn't reveal those things. Still want to do a Klay video though, in depth, even though, you know what I realized? We should have got 1 more minute more with you, Dean, but I'll figure something out.
Oh, okay. Why?
Oh, just to make it long enough for the algorithm. There's a certain amount. It's okay though. Oh, so I guess next question is, everybody ready to go? Shall we start the watch? Shall we start the rewatch? Just somebody type it in. A couple people type in yes at the same time and we'll go. And make sure I have enough water here. Yeah. Fun stuff, man. Fun stuff.
Oh, please leave a like before you go over there, if you will. We have 16 watching and 7 likes.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
What else we got? Okay. We're ready to go then. Well, that's odd.
All right.
Didn't see many people watching. All right, dude.
Yeah, hit it, fella.
Dude, can we get this going, dude?
Hey, it worked.
Oh, cool. We're looking at Boston. We're looking at Lisa Salters, just in case you don't know what's going on. Look at the pinned comment. Lisa Salters says that Udoka talked to the team and said, hey, we're 3-0 facing elimination, so we should be all right here. And, Warriors are up 3-2, obviously. We rewatched game 5, 4, 3, 8, 2, and 1. There's Marcus Drew Holiday Smart. had a great finals. He really did.
Oh, man, he was insane.
Yeah.
I think he really earned that DPOY that year, too. I don't like people who question that.
Yeah.
I mean, not question it, but let's say it wasn't deserved or something like that. No, that's
Going to
crazy.
tip off soon. Same starters for both teams. Otto Porter at the 4, Draymond at the 5. And they've got the Robert Williams, Al Horford combination. And yeah. Yeah, they've actually gotten smaller since then, I guess, unless you count Porzingis in Horford's spot, and then basically you're starting Derek White and Drew and Jalen and Jason this year. So
yeah, more perimeter, less big man oriented.
we just tipped off. Robert Williams won the tip, so here we go. Yeah, Nikki, exactly. Let's get this W. You know, we were a little bit nail biting throughout. So Jason Tatum mid post inside to Horford, fouled by Klay. Klay says, "My bad." I guess we got to switch right off the bat, right? Was it or no? I don't know. I don't know what the matchups are. We'll see it next time down. Yeah, Mark Jackson is mentioning that design play out of the bat to get Horford on Klay and feed it inside and draw a foul. So Horford will hit one. I guess play-by-play is at 50%. Good number of votes. 14 votes. I forgot to post this on Instagram. My bad. So let's see if I can multitask here. All right, so Steph will bring it up. Yeah, the multitasking isn't going to happen really. And over to Wiggins, left wing, back to Steph. Inside to Draymond. Nice. Got a little gravity action, I think is what happened there. And
they were looking to go to the hoop immediately, too.
2-2. Tatum left wing, post up Marcus against Steph. Draymond doubles. Stays in between him and Robert. Air ball. Marcus Smart, good defense, Steph.
That was amazing box out by Draymond.
Yeah, it's guarding 2 guys. How many guys can do that in the NBA? Otto Porter over for 3. He misses. JT rebound. Jalen left side.
I like
Otto pulls up, hits over.
Yeah, I like how we were getting back so quickly, not worrying too much about the offensive rebounds, just getting back up the court.
Wiggins gets the step on Horford, and then his pass is too hard to Otto, and Jason Tatum, 94 feet, missed on Draymond. Chalk up another rim stop by Draymond.
Definitely.
He's amazing at that. I wish that was an easily accessible stat.
Yeah, it would be contested shots within 0 feet or something.
Yeah, is that somewhere?
Might be.
Smart attacks Draymond in the paint, jump hook good. And it's Wiggins setting the table. Horford is on him. Wiggins now on Robert. Between the legs, fadeaway back rim. Tatum rebound.
I love the motion on that last play.
They're going to go inside to Marcus again. No help. Well, Klay did help, and Jalen will get a 3.
Yep, timeout probably.
And what is Klay? Maybe Klay's saying, I know. Don't tell me what to do. He's got that arrogant part of him. Over. Was that a bad pass, Steph, or what happened?
No, I hit out of his hands, and Wiggins saved it backwards.
Oh.
That's a nice pass.
It was good defense. Jason Tatum for 3. Timeout, Steve. 12-2, Boston. Wow, who'd have thunk we came back from this? From a bad start.
Looney's in.
Rebound after Steph layup. What a rebound. Klay, very difficult fadeaway, baseline, no good. Horford rebound. Derek White's already in the game for Robert. Interesting. And we put Looney in. Interesting.
Nice test by Loon, but he hit it.
JT mid-range shot. Good.
Steph is so patient, man. He hasn't taken a jumper yet.
Yeah.
There's
And
Wiggs, 3. Oh, the
Three.
line drive.
needed that one.
Well, smart run up the court, but no one falling.
And cross court to Jalen. Shoots 3 over Draymond. Brick. Looney, good board.
Klay, nice post entries pass. Gets back. Fadeaway. Oh, yeah.
Way to hit that.
Yeah,
Thanks for filling in on the play-by-play while I try to post on Instagram.
sure.
Keep going, actually.
Tatum brings the ball up the court, spins on Wiggins, drives into Looney, gets separation out to Brown, who spins into the paint. Crazy shot off the backboard, no good.
I got you. Wiggins brings it up. It's 14-7 Boston. Looney handoff, Klay, 3-ball, no good. Horford brings it up. We're at 6:42.
White's a little hurt here, too.
6:40. Horford one-on-one Looney. Posts him up. Strength against strength. Grabs him around the hip. And that's a foul on Looney. But is that Zach Zarba? He said no.
What was that?
Yeah, I think
layup out of the blue.
Yeah, layup out of the blue. I'll bet you that the edit of that the producers actually went away from the action, did a replay, and then they came back.
Went to TV or to commercial or something, and weren't back fast enough.
No, they just did something else, as they usually do. When we've been complaining about that. Klay hits a 3, though.
Yeah, that was a nice fadeaway. He's good going left, man.
16-10 now. Yeah, kind of faded.
Got 5 points, left. 7 minutes.
JT, bad dribble, and he wants a review because they're not going to review it because we have the ball suddenly. I think that's what they did, was they replayed it. But Steph bricks a 3, Jalen brings it up. Man, not very good finals production. Just show more action. It's not that bad to do that. TV producers everywhere in the world. Derek White, a little too high for Rob Williams, foul, and Gary says, yeah, my bad. Wow. That's a good foul.
Let's see the replay here. They called on a Loon.
Oh, maybe Gary wanted it on him. Yeah, because Looney already had one, so now it's
nice.
Me. No.
Try to do a little whack-a-mole thing or something. Over here.
I'm out.
$10 to 18.
Yep, Williams makes both. And Looney, handoff Steph. Pritchard tries to get around. Swing, pulls in the game, kicks it back out. Steph Robert tells Gary to get out of the way, but Jalen's there just waiting. And he goes left-handed and finishes with the right, turn the corner.
Man.
Beautiful.
That's insane.
Yeah.
He made them all look like they were stuck and then takes the charge. Yes, sir.
Charge. This guy.
MVP.
Does everything, man. Two-way player.
Yeah. It was like a hot knife through butter, man. This is one of the best defensive teams in a while. Nothing they could do.
Got a whistle up top. Looney fouled by Rob, so. Udoka, per usual, doesn't like it.
He didn't like anything. You know what I mean? Those kind of coaches.
Oh, yeah.
Steph almost lost it, but
Carlisle-ish.
strong grip on the ball.
Anyways, cross court to JP. Uses his body nicely against Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
Not easy.
Fadeaway floater.
I got to say it. I've been dying to say this. Poole's got a bag. He reached so deep in his bag. No, I'll come back to it.
Okay.
They work it around to Pritchard. And he will step back over Steph. No good, but it's a long rebound right back to Pritchard. Where's Steph?
Otto can hobble out there. Now he's boxing out Robert Williams.
Jalen hits a baseline jumper.
Sloppy play here. So Warriors looking a little nervous. Steph off of his foot.
Steph dribbled off his foot. Easy turnover. Derek White. I must have been pulling my hair out. Blocked by Looney.
Oh, yeah.
Blocked.
Blue dog.
On the outlet. Crosses over on Smart. Foul Smart as he kind of. Good job by Gary to go right. He outsmarted Smart, and Smart guessed the wrong way and went that way and had to recover and foul him the other way.
I think he also
in that. Oh, wait, is that a block by Poole? No, lost the ball. Yeah, they didn't give a block to anybody.
Yeah, I love that Gary got him to turn on that and get low while he was jumping.
Tell you my metaphor. Jordan Poole reaching deep in his bag like grandma with a peppermint.
into his purse, huh?
It's hilarious. Yeah. Nah, can't stop laughing about that. Nah, it's actually a lyric in a song. I heard it on the radio today.
Oh, nice. He was in his bag this series, man. No doubt. The whole playoffs, really. Shot like 60% effective field goal percentage.
Wow. Tatum got the feed.
No one guarded him, and he made it.
He's good over Looney. And it is 22-16 Boston.
Sure doesn't feel like we're going to win this one, huh?
Feels like worse. Yeah, feels worse than 6 points. Wiggins against Pritchard, left wing.
Yeah.
Him up.
Oh,
kicks it to Gary. 3 ball short, but he follows it. Rebound and put back.
Yes, sir.
Rob closed out. That opened up.
Had more energy than everybody.
All he had to beat was Pritchard, who has the ball now, over to Rob. Tatum cuts. Gary's there. So mid-post, Jaylen Brown against kick it out, and he threw it away. Backcourt violation. Yep. Zach Zarba. Who else?
That was great defense by Steph, by the way. Jaylen Brown is strong, man.
Oh, John Goldberg.
Yeah.
And Gary inside. Oh, blew a layup. Grant Williams disrupted. Man, you got to make those.
He had to get it off so quickly before his guy got there.
Yeah, but still got to make it.
Yeah, I know. It's a little tougher than a normal, layup.
Pritchard works on Poole. Kick it to JT. 101 Wiggs. Left wing. Fire it. In and out.
Way to defend a right-handed shooter with your left hand.
Yeah, Wiggs. Exactly. Steph in the corner doubled. Has to throw it up. Stepped out of bounds or got the foul? Got the foul.
They threw him into the Warriors bench there.
Yeah, that was very aggressive physical defense in the corner.
That's big, too.
Yeah, Grant Williams.
It's amazing Steph didn't fall over. Look how big these guys are. I don't know how someone his size is that strong. I really don't know. It's amazing.
Just has a good base.
He does, man.
Draymond, corner 3, catch from Steph. JT, GP on him. Uses his body, gets in the paint, got away with the travel. Kick it to White, 3 ball, no good. Steph comes back, got a rebound.
Yeah,
Tatum. Now he's on the run. Goes to GP, back to Steph. 3 ball corner, splash.
Warriors lead.
I mean, that's just
the Warriors lead.
You got to keep Gary, which, I mean, he did. He opted in. But no, I mean, can't trade him. No, I don't know.
I mean.
But great relocation.
Have all these guys except Poole out here still,
Derek, blocked by Wiggins.
And stripped by Gary.
Gary stripped Rob Williams on the ORAB. Yeah.
Poole, crazy shot.
He
banked it in.
22 seconds left.
22.2.
14, 13, 12, 11. It's JT Wiggs. Screen Derek White. Back to White. Over to Pritchard. 5 seconds. 3 ball short. Another great closeout by Wiggs.
Come on, Gary.
Shoots a 3 at the buzzer. Front rimmed it. Ooh. This is awesome defense by Wiggins.
11-0 run to end the quarter.
Oh.
Wardell's starting to believe just a little bit.
Yep.
Today.
So we ended up 5 after being down that whole quarter for so long.
Wild.
11-0 run. How long?
So resilient. Huh?
11-0 run for how long?
They said to close the quarter. I don't.
Couple minutes. Yeah, it's just like we spent 10 minutes kind of struggling, and then boom. All right, Draymond.
And being down 2-12 too.
Post again. Gobel's going to probably get Tatum for the hold before Draymond said, yeah, and got him in the face.
He was just saying on his podcast that he didn't talk to Tatum the whole series. Didn't say hi, didn't say goodbye, nothing like that. And it was killing him. Oh, yeah.
Oh, because he's cool with them and everything? Or
he seems to really love Jason Tatum a lot.
Yeah.
He still doesn't like Boston, though.
True. I wouldn't either. Wiggins.
No, neither did Bill Russell for a while. It's all good.
Wiggins missed.
Pull again.
On the carom, and he hits a 3. Yeah, can we find a guy out there that does that? Crazy threes and stuff.
Well, I believe in my man Moses. He's a good shooter. Maybe not the same style, but
White can't finish. Klay goes 94 feet. Layup for Wiggs. Good feed, Klay.
He made that reverse look easy, man. We're up 10.
Crazy. 10, man.
Draymond gets fouled twice. No call.
You know what I'm noticing in my notes that are in the description? Wiggs is involved in a lot of plays. Poole.
Yeah.
Draymond down. Poole another.
He was our two-way connector all year. Poole again.
We're up by 13. Sivanch, absolutely. This is where that 21-0 run happened. That's
right.
Jalen tries to go left, and Gary picks him. Jordan Poole 2-on-1. Wiggins dunk.
Slam dunk. Timeout again.
Another timeout with Steph on the bench.
Yep. 21 runs since 2:27 left in the first, I think they said.
And they finally hit a 3, Jalen. That's incredible.
The team is so resilient and so calm that year,
Longest run.
Totally together.
Klay inside, but misses the push shot.
Yeah, that was a nice look. It just bobbled out of his hand.
And Jaylen Brown over to Marcus. Turns the corner, and Gary taps it away again. Do it. Jeez. He's so good at that, man.
Man, Jaylen Brown, is he probably not anymore, but he was probably the most underrated player in the league for a while there.
JP3, Draymond rebound, touchdown pass, stolen by Tatum, saved by Brown. Very athletic.
That was a great pass by Dray, just a
Good
little
job
bit
by
too
Wiggs
late.
to run the floor. And Draymond,
challenge that.
Horford looked like he charged into Draymond, but Zach Zarba. Oh, this is why I don't like Zarba. Oh, yeah. Maybe this is why. Come on, man.
Charge, man.
So obviously a charge. So did we challenge this? Come on, Zarba. Oh, I got to put this on second quarter. Oh, I did. Hey, good job. You do your job well, just like NBA close-up. Oh, man, JB, jumper good.
Just like
9 minutes, up 10. Yeah. Gary with the handoff to Poole. Back to Gary. Nope, just fouled by Smart. Not a smart foul by Smart. And one person. Oh, Poole getting into it with Smart. Yeah,
we're under their skin, man.
Yeah.
We have been since last game.
Poole tells the ref, he pushed me. Marcus. That's the thing is Drew Holiday doesn't do that.
No, definitely.
That's the nuance, the difference. That's too much. You can't help it though. That's the style of even Udoka's like, you don't need to do that, man. And he went to the bench. So
you can't. We know a guy who just needs to run hot to play. You know, we've had
for 3.
We've had experience with that.
Yeah.
Blue Dog.
Back to Wiggs.
Oh, what a pass by Wiggins.
Blew a layup. Oh, man. Wow. And
we'll go for the steal. Oh, he recovered okay. Although he's not.
White and Klay. Horford tries to post up. They do a good job. Good job by Looney to show on that.
He also was directing Poole away from Horford while doing that. Gary's in amazement if there's any foul call there.
Steph back in for GP.
Oh, man. What a BS call. Now I have to go sit down. Yeah, I feel you, man. I mean, I don't feel you like that experience, obviously. But
over to White for 3 over Poole. Bricked it. Steph rebound. Avoids Horford's slap. Behind the back by Robert, but blocked by Jaylen Brown. Oh, Steph wanted a goaltend. Here they come. Tatum goes 94 feet. Assist Horford. Timeout. Steve.
Now Boston's gone on a 7-0 run.
Like this. I can never tell what's going through Klay's mind.
That's why he's so dangerous.
Yeah. Andrew brings it up. Horford's on him. And Steph and White screen Draymond. Over to Klay on the curl. Pick supplied by Looney. Jumper good.
Beautiful shot by Klay. Steph went around his back and almost maybe kind of double dribbled, but it was all good. Kind of got hit out of his hands too. You notice that he went behind his back on that pass?
JT Wiggs. JB pick gets 2 picks. And back out. JB Wiggs. Screen. Now it's Looney. Now it's a roll. And Rob can't handle it because Draymond's there. He turns around and Draymond's already there.
Part of the reason that defense was so good is that we didn't have to help Steph when he was on Tatum. Just let it go, you know?
Yep. Wiggs says he wants to beat Horford. Can't finish. And baseline. JB Klay attacks the paint. Klay swipes down a couple times, misses it. Got a hand on it. JB still got it. Foul on Steph. Steph was too close to him. And
that was a foul on Steph. Oh my God. You ran him over.
Yeah, let's see. Great defense. Klay. Oh, didn't let him.
Yeah. Foul on Steph. Okay.
Yeah, he was a pest about it though. That was good. You want to bother him on every opportunity. Horford, Draymond with the pressure over to White on Looney, and they found
Steph got confused on defense there. He just didn't switch correctly.
Mm-hmm. Steph bringing up on White. Draymond pick.
Yeah, shoot it.
Looney pick. Nope. Oh, it just went around. Jason finds Wiggs in the corner. 3 ball. Bounces around good.
Bounce off the glass, back down and in. That was a good sign.
Just Steph being able to get around the corner is just amazing.
Yeah, he's so quick, man. Wildcat. Ever since. Oh, Wiggs read the passing lane. We got a fast break. Draymond.
Wiggs. Over to
Klay.
Oh.
For the Jordan. Didn't work. It's our ball.
Yeah. Attempt that Rob was all over and got blocked out of bounds. But Warriors ball. Baseline. Playoff pool was at another level. As we're looking at a replay. Inbound it to Klay. Off the board. Oh, too hard. Looney tried to.
Loon flew.
The offensive rebound didn't happen. end the poll. White gets a screen. Good job by Steph. I mean, that doesn't get noticed by anybody. To hold on to Jalen. Draymond steals it. DPOY style. 3-on-2. Take foul by White.
I'm glad they got rid of that, man. It really is annoying.
Yeah, but in this 2024 take foul, they would not have had that as a take foul. That wasn't enough. It's
Really.
like, yeah, because there were a lot of people around. Anyways, Steph gets the inbound from Looney and with the handoff and runner in the lane, all net.
Yeah, shielded everybody else and switch hands. Beautiful.
Up by
7
13.
points. This.
White with the bad spin, lost the ball, dejected. But Draymond went behind the back. My bad. Bad pass to Klay. Klay is exasperated. Come on, Klay. I mean, come on. You do those. But that's Klay. He's funny.
That's Klay, man. It's all right.
Oh, man.
He's the most serious guy out there on this team, if we're being completely honest. Like, most somber on the court. We kind of need that sometimes.
I hope he's not somber in the offseason. But anyways.
No, he's playing with the Bahamas, man.
Horford.
Be having a little bit of fun.
Jumper good. We'll see. Wiggins for 3. Bricked it. Left a crack on the window, but Looney got a rebound. Draymond looking around. Reset Steph up top. Screen Looney. Crossover. Fly by. Got you.
Flash.
Oh, my goodness.
Derek White. Remember how good Derek White is. Oh, he got to lap it. No. He was that good back then. It's
what
just that
6'3"
stuff.
guys can do that? I mean, what? Like, Lillard doesn't do the flyby, right? Maybe that's the thing that's missing. JT.
Well,
it's a foul.
There's no one in the league you can compare.
Oh, my goodness. That was an unbelievable flyby. Oh, look at that. Look at Wiggs. He's so good. He's holding me right in the middle of it. Oh, man, Wiggs. Wiggy, wiggy, wiggy.
Let's see that again.
The more we watch this, just how impossible it is to trade Wiggs. I mean, like, you're not going to get full value. Like, it's just, oh, man, I don't think you can anymore now.
Well,
but anyways, that's for another talk.
Yeah.
Wiggins inside, spin over to Draymond corner. 3 ball. No good. Look at Wiggs.
Almost got it.
Couldn't get it quite, but wow.
Love the hustle, though.
And did I not say that Boston loves to do the armpit hook? And so Wiggins was able to turn that into an actual foul on the Celtics. Knows the tricks. Did the film study. Marcus drives in, knocked out. Was that Wiggs again? I mean, whoever it was, Wiggs and Looney. I mean, just like knocking it out in the finals. Like, we weren't able to see this in the regular season, unfortunately. Maybe a couple games where I literally said, oh, that's championship level defense right there. Maybe just twice. Anyways. JB for 3, bricked it. Draymond another rebound. Oops. Ooh, almost traveled. Courtside fans wanted to travel. So goes to Klay against Grant. Auto pick, but he goes away and turns the corner. Couldn't finish. Smart brings it up. Finds Grant Williams. Draymond leaves him. Missed it. Then we'll probably get in his head. We'll probably let Grant know about that next time he gets a chance.
Well, Draymond immediately ran into his chest right there.
Look at Steph with the double behind the back. Turns the corner yet again on JB.
Easy, man. This guy's nuts.
Do it.
He's insane.
Hey,
how do you do that?
Turn the corner, man. Exactly. How did he do that? Jeez.
I don't think I saw anyone in this year's
Gary
playoffs.
Steele, not a smart pass by Pritchard, especially with Gary lurking.
Did I give the ball to Steph or Klay? Nice option. Let's give it to Draymond.
Draymond was smart. What a pass to.
Oh, yeah. What a cut, too, by Klay.
JT is excited as JTA as they have to call timeout. We're up by 18.
Yeah, 12-2 run recently.
In the recording. So we move on. GP left open, but finds Klay, and he hits a line drive.
Oh, man.
And what a
You weren't even set and just
play.
nothing but net.
Oh, that's an amazing play. Oh,
Tatum
JT
with a nice finish.
So it's a 19-point lead.
Oh, that was dirty, man. He
Oh,
turned to the ground after he blocked a shot.
huh. Well, Steph
Looked bad at least.
act like nothing happened. Steph is guarding Horford down low. Let's see what happens. Good job.
Decide not to go to it because they're worried about the
physicality. Klay.
Prowess of Steph.
Airball. But then JB steals Klay and throws it up, and it's going to be a foul on Steph, I believe.
Yeah, he wasn't quite set on that one. I like the idea, though.
But that's only, 1.25. This is like quarter.
Putting his body on.
2 overall. JB at the line. Warriors up 19 with 1:26 to go before the half. Hits a free throw. Dean, go.
Hey, Smart and Payton getting a little physical there on that free throw box out.
1:19 to go. Steph over to Draymond. Yeah, Smart, very physical, and yet Steph still cuts. Finds a wide open Wiggs, misses a three. Look at Steph. He's just unaffected. He's just so in shape.
Amazing, man.
He's just made of steel. Gets a rebound off the miss by JT. And man, he's a machine, Steph is. Just look at him. Inside. Oh, that's a foul on JT. They didn't call it.
Totally. Just grabbed him.
Come on, man. Total slap. No
No
call.
call there.
On. Ball
no call. Ball.
JT knocks it. You know he's going to yell at the ref. Nope. He didn't really say anything. But yeah, that's a lot of physical.
I think he knew he fouled Steph. So
yeah.
It's not going to get too angry.
And again, Steph is like
on the bench too.
You can't make Steph flinch. It takes a lot. This whole 10-minute stretch of Steph or less, it's just like I would show that to every young player that you want to see succeed. He's exhausted too, but it's just like everything about him that's you want to act like that. That is the model of a superstar. Just good Lord. The demeanor and everything. Physicality.
It's just very old school too.
Pull, pick and roll, GP rolls, and it's kicked by Jason. So side out with 36.9. Good little rest for Steph. 17-point lead.
Yeah, get the halftime off here.
Inbound to Draymond. Left wing, handoff, pull, launch it. Too hard. And Jalen brings it up. 28 seconds. JT inside to Marcus.
Wow, what a pass.
Karam's over to, that's a pass by Marcus Smart, actually. Come to think
of it. It was a touch pass like Larry Bird of old. That was amazing.
He comes back with physicality screen on Smart, and he didn't even feel it. So reset it back up to Draymond in 10 seconds. Wiggins, 7 seconds against JB with Marcus lurking. He's got to make a move. Baseline, he's stuck. He turns, shoots, short. Draymond rebound, blocked by Rob. Draymond wants a goaltend.
How's that not a goaltend?
And he gets to yell at Zach Zarba for once. Are they going to look at
halftime? What?
Poole gave him disgust.
No replay.
15-point lead at halftime. No replay. Probably.
Hey, we palindromed him on a 52-25 run. End of the first half.
Wow. Nobody did that. Did maybe Dallas against the Celtics.
They did have that huge win.
All right, so start of the third quarter already. Ball trickles out. Luckily, it's out on Smart, so same starters. Udoka's going to give, I think that's Guthrie. What is Guthrie doing in a finals game, man? Whatever. Otto on Rob. Handoff Wiggs on Jalen. Looking for Klay. Off the Otto screen. Give him a fake back to Otto. Kick it to Wiggs. Kick it to Dray. 3-pointer. Late clock. Good.
Oh, yeah.
Yells at bench.
I love that he was willing to go from the top of the three to the corner to shoot more of his 3-pointers. It really, really worked, I think. It really he's got great touch from there. Especially from the right corner, which is strange.
Is
the left would be easier.
Jalen answers with is the key Otto's spacing that allows Draymond to go in the corner? Because we don't see that anymore. Wiggins for 3, no good. We don't see that anymore.
I think Draymond just didn't play enough with the team to get really in rhythm.
Horford for 3, no good.
Let's get Steph the ball. Okay. Yeah, wow.
Wiggins
turns down the lane.
Off the backboard.
Tried to go off the shot clock.
Tough to do against Rob.
Wiggins is having to go past Brown and Williams, too. Time Lord, I mean.
And it's going to go to Smart. Otto's now switched on him. Gets away with the little left hand off arm thing, but he missed it. Klay brings it up. Right hash mark over to Draymond, over to Steph. Keeps his pivot foot, incredibly.
Tatum.
Against a 6'9" guy. And Wiggins.
Yeah.
We're running out of clock.
Third base from Steph.
Klay has to attack. He has to spin with a crazy angle. It's an air ball.
I think it hit the rib and went out.
16-point lead, 9:56.
Hey, the captain. There's an ad. It says the captain. And
Klay?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Captain Klay?
Otto attacks JB on defense, so they kick it. Horford's wide open, so maybe you don't
that's
attack it like that, but oh well. I didn't see that too much. I don't recall. 13-point lead. Steph says, hey, somebody didn't go in the right place. Well, Draymond gets it to Klay, left wing.
Steph, this movement and pistol action.
Right by Jalen, misses a layup. Wiggs got it. Reload Steph. Fly by Rob. Checks for something else. Checks his shoelace. No, he hits a 3. I mean, he just in case there was another.
Finger in the air, see which way the wind's blowing.
I think one of those is like he literally looks for an and one, and there wasn't any possibility for that time.
Dude. Al Horford moved Looney, and he couldn't move Curry.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Al couldn't move Curry. It's crazy. Otto forces a jump ball on the offensive rebound by Horford. Great stuff, man. Yeah, Mark Jackson. I'd rather see Al Horford punish the smaller Steph Curry. Yeah, you'd like to see it. Ain't happening. The exact opposite happened. He couldn't punish him.
It's like an elephant versus a mouse.
It's not 2012.
Oh, wow. Steph's upset about that call.
Yeah, jump ball, tipped around. But look,
it's out on the Celtics.
He's upset about it, but it's like, okay, well, they're not going to change that. I move on. Just the demeanor of this game is just so next level. And then he switches out on JT. Keeps him in front. Over to Smart. Flyby. Draymond helps out. Another flyby. It's too late. And that's why you sell out. Draymond knew. He knew the shot clock was down. So smart.
Oh, look at that, man. Steph is so strong. Obviously,
Lord.
Steph gets plenty of praise, but that's insane. No one talks about that,
Yep.
He was like one of our best he was one of the best defensive players in this whole series, full of great defenders.
Man. Klay with the
Klay
errant
threw it away.
pass, and then he hangs his head because he knows that's just his fault. Oh well. Just I don't know, man. I don't know if I could be an assistant coach and handle the ups and downs of Klay, but I guess you
Dude,
used to it.
Klay is so mild though compared
Years.
to what his players are like.
Yeah,
I think we're just spoiled rotten,
I
really.
think so. Yeah. Al Horford catch splash.
Well, he
Assist.
made up for that last one, huh?
Another
Still
JT
60-47.
Oops, I forgot to put the box score on the third quarter. 4 assists by Tatum this quarter, which is nuts.
Yeah, he's a great passer.
Auto for 3. Got it. Assist Wiggins.
I looked off when he shot it, but
Wiggs had 3 assists this quarter.
Wiggs, nice. I love that. Love it when Wiggs and Klay playmaking. Just playmaking from scoring wings.
Look at that. Steph wasn't even looking at Marcus when he decided to drive, and he recovered. Missed the banker. Dray says, come on. It's okay. Steph, man, you're doing everything. Gets a double screen from Draymond. 3 ball, good. Oh, my God. So lovely.
He's hardly talking to anybody. He's hardly smiling. He's shocked, though.
This is low-key, like, very close to his Game 4 performance. You know what I mean? Like,
I think so, too.
Good Lord. Al Horford for 3.
And he had like he has like 6 or 7 assists this game too, you know. But we weren't down 2-1 this game. We're up 3-2. So.
Oh, and the other thing on that 3 by Steph.
Oh, Porter again.
Next again. Good to have a hot auto.
Yeah.
Auto. Yeah, you never came up with that. Hotto Porter.
Hotto. Yeah.
Marcus for 3, no good. Not the best shot because you could see like Boston wasn't quite ready. But
again, timeout
with a dagger from the finals logo to put them up 22, put us up 22, and it gives the oh my God look to the crowd, just casually even. The baby-faced assassin.
Yeah.
Tip in Robert. Back to the 3 ball.
Yeah.
How many guys can set 2 picks in a row like that? Draymond did, you know, looking way back on that.
Oh yeah, I mean, just his understanding of that's that synergy, that telekinesis that he.
Draymond attacks. Oh, Looney had a putback, but he blew it.
Yeah, that's really too bad.
So we had to rest.
We're up 20 though. So
at this point, look at Steph tipping away JT, and he shakes his head like, nah, you're not taking me. Oh my goodness. It's lovely rewatching this. I'm so glad we did this because I had forgotten how great Steph was in this game. Jeez. JT fadeaway, no good, got his own rebound, or we'll get another chance. Knocked out by Steph again. Their ball, 9 on the clock. Oh, they're going to replay, slow-mo replay on the, oh my God, Steph, he's so good. He knocked it away.
Hand-eye coordination and quickness, you know, a sleight of hand. Amazing.
6.5 inches shorter than the guy that's pounding into you, and you knock the ball away. Come on.
Yeah, just
amazing.
The rest of the NBA should be thankful every day Steph's not 6'7".
Yep. Klay fadeaway 2 ball, no good. Marcus for 3, good screen by Robert. Count it, but they're down 17, and Steve says, okay, timeout. We don't want them to get hot or anything. Hot-o-matic.
Yep.
Kendrick Lamar. What's up, Zach? Yeah. Masato too. All right. Looney, hash mark, all kinds of pressure by Grant. Makes a move and ends up elbowing Grant in the face. And I think it was Zarba. Zarba literally had to think about that for a second because it's the finals. But yeah, it's the right call. Oh, well. I mean,
I think he clipped him. I think he clipped him across the face.
Definitely not intentional. And
No.
Williams is you're going to put your noggin right up close like that. I mean, that's kind of what you get sometimes. The right call should not be a flagrant. I hope it's not. Hope it's not, but you never know. And I can't remember what happened.
Well, thankfully, we won't have to wait too long.
I know, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Van Gundy. You know, the more I listen to Van Gundy, what comes out of his mouth is actually pretty good stuff. I guess his voice can get a little annoying sometimes. I get that. But overall, you know, because
oh man, people just complain about everything.
I've watched, I've kind of like not paid close attention to these recordings and stuff, but like, you know, I'll hear it and it's like, you know, some of the stuff that they say is actually pretty good. Steve Javi. All right. Didn't anybody remember? I don't even remember what the call was. And that's the crazy thing is that we're sitting here still. If you don't remember, there's still a chance that this could be a flagrant. You just never know what they're going to say. And that's the ridiculous part. So I think it's not a flagrant per Mike Breen. Hey, they got it right.
Nice.
Drink.
Well, Looney, you know, Looney is
also
probably a pretty good reputation as not one of those kind of guys, you know.
All right. Horford passes up the DHO. Wants to go to Grant Williams, but look at GP2 with the physicality on defense causes the turnover.
Yeah, nice no call there with a lot of contact too.
GP2. Like there's so many great defensive plays. And that's what you need in the finals, man. Wiggins goes up on Horford. JB rebound. It's like you forget. You watch so many regular season games where, you know, great offense. JB, an example right there. Great offense. Took Klay to the hole. Not easy thing to do. Scores. But yeah, just in the finals, it's like how many stops can you get? Steph dancing with Grant Williams and no good, but Wiggins tips it in.
And Horford's pissed.
Good Lord. Yeah, Horford's pissed. Man, Horford got pissed. Horford. Yeah. Dude.
Well, you see that once in a while.
Does he?
Yeah, every once in a while. He's mostly pretty under control, though.
Oh, I guess they dominated this playoffs. So there was
it was not enough losses for that to even come out.
All right, Marcus and Klay over to Jason, and he attacks Wiggins. Good attack. Oh, great defense, Wiggins.
Blocked it, I think.
And then, unfortunately, Gary fouled JB off the ball.
That was not necessary. Steph had that layup.
Steph was looking very nimble. He was looking like a 6'7" wing on that attack.
Yeah.
Come on.
GP2 knew it too.
Come on. Look at that move.
Nice selling it, by the way, too.
That's beautiful stuff, Steph. But unfortunately, foul on Gary.
Brown sold it too a little bit there.
Wow, man. JB, nice spin inside, but nice steal by Gary that they didn't call. Regular season, they'd be jumping that. What a pass by Steph, but it caroms out. So 3:04 to go, third quarter, up by 17. Crowded by Marcus, trying everything.
Get off of me.
And
it didn't work.
Good. But the ability to just shed anything.
Yeah.
Marcus tries to get Steph in the paint and misses it. Good job by Poole. Man, everybody's where they're supposed to be. Even Jordan.
Well, we had the team fully together basically for the beginning of the season, other than Klay, and got fully together in the playoffs and had a great run, great chemistry, great pieces.
Yeah. It's so
everyone was connected.
Reps are so important. Holding on GP2 The ball was passed to the guy that was held, so that's probably not a extra free throw. Andre with some very hard coaching on GP2 there. I would love to run that back to try and read Andre's lips, but just in case I'm unable to do that. Klay jumps off the bench as they want to get him in. Andre was not happy with that. And he's still telling Gary, wow. I would love to know what they're talking about. Unfortunately, it's not something that I don't know that GP2 would remember this either. So maybe he does.
Maybe if you showed him the tape, he might.
Yeah. Someday. Jalen for 3. And it is an 14-point lead. 229. High screen Looney at half court against Marcus's pressure. So they got, is that Tice? No, that's Grant Williams. My fault. Klay missed the 3, though. Jalen brings it up. I mean, Klay should have gone right back to Steph. He had Grant Williams on him. Jalen scores. But then if Klay hit that 3, then I'd have to shut up, you know? That's what he does. JP trying to turn the corner on JT. Can't do it. Swing. And Wiggins travels. A rare mistake by Wiggs this game.
Yep.
Up by 12.
He hasn't hit all his shots, but he's been
Steve
great.
Talks to Kenny Atkinson about something.
Yeah.
Tatum gets a screen from Marcus.
Over there on the bench more.
Over to Horford. Steph reaches in and steals it. Oh, my goodness. Draymond fouled by Horford. Good Lord. Just
amazing,
I think there can't be anything more. And there's more. And it's like one of those reach-ins that actually worked for Steph. Regular season, that's always called, but not that time. And I don't know if that was like he couldn't help it or that he was reading that this is a finals game and they haven't been calling it. Or maybe both.
Steph's just so physical, that they don't know how to ref him.
All right, Poole missed the 3. And
Draymond knocked it out.
Causes a turnover in the post by Tatum.
Slapped away the pass in his hands.
Any of these. Good Lord. I'm just like, we've got so many defensive stops. It's like, one game is a month of work from this past season of us on defense.
Oh, yeah, really.
Oh, man. Anyways, Steph drove, wanted a foul. Okay, all right, fine. All right, fine.
50-50, so no call.
No call. All right. Well, we got the ball back. Klay in the corner.
Let's go.
Fly on Grant Williams. No good.
Almost. That was a nice move. Love the spin.
Vintage Klay attempt. JT inside. Horford on Poole. Good help by Klay, but it's an and 1. Ow, Horford.
We're only down 10 now.
Only down.
Draymond's laughing.
9. Draymond. Love it. Yeah, man. Horford's a lot to handle down low, especially when you're 6'4", Jordan Poole.
Really? Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a savvy veteran. 9-point lead, 44 seconds. I know, right?
What did you do run Boston last 5:38?
Quote of the game. All right, Poole, inside out dribble, swatted by Horford. Ouch. Ouchie mama. 28.4 though.
Celtics fans are going crazy.
Yeah. Reverse angle, yeah. Good physical defense. So we are going to inbound from the baseline.
And Celtics did what we did in very late substitution here. Trying to throw off the rhythm of the team. Grant Williams has to be pulled away from Draymond there.
Inbound to Draymond.
And
Up
there's
top.
the shot.
Shoot
Yes,
it.
sir.
Got it. Got it
Grabbing
over.
the momentum.
What an incredible shot. Right when you needed it. You needed a shot in the arm right there, so to speak.
Yep.
18
Just put a
seconds.
little tourniquet on the Celtics run here.
And Jalen and Klay screen Marcus. Now Jalen Steph. 8 seconds. 7, 6. Attacks Steph left. Bothered. Fouled. Narrowly
They
missed.
almost made that. Yeah.
Yep. Go to the line. They can get
Steph
to
is
9 again.
astounded that there was a foul on him.
Yeah. Yeah, Steph. One foul that quarter.
He did the Kobe. Calm down. Calm down.
Yeah, Draymond. Jalen missed a free throw. Ah, Tom Izzo.
Hey.
Bo Peterson. Cool.
How do you know all these guys?
Spartans. Sparty. Oh, John. Zach Zarba says, guys, cut it out. And
And he starts laughing.
Draymond says, come on, man. This is what I do.
Just don't get it on the microphones, man.
Look at that. Draymond and Grant Williams. Oh, Grant got a free shot on Draymond there after the free
No
throw.
review or anything.
Wow. 3 seconds left. Steph over to Poole. Buzzer. Baker no good. Up 10 going into the fourth. Let's change the box score to the fourth. Here we go, people.
Up third quarter, 64 run for the Celtics.
Going into the fourth.
12 minutes for game 7. 12 minutes for a title.
All right. Marcus up top. Got the screen and switch. So it's Poole, Marcus. GP shows. Klay collapses in the shell and steals it. And Wiggins finds Gary for a dunk.
Oh, man. He did like a Super Mario second jump in the air. It was nuts. I stopped saying that so much. Nuts. But it really was crazy.
Yeah.
Wild. Yeah, we'll try and do wild for a little while.
Gotcha. Yeah. Marcus drives on Draymond. Good. Made it. Poole brings it up. Steph on the bench. Gary screen, roll. Got your switch. JP on Grant. Shake and bake. No, hand off to Wiggins, who's on Grant. Now your corner, your late shot clock. JP attacks Rob, and Rob snuffs it. But it's a foul. Ooh. That is somewhat inconsistent. But let's watch the replay.
Well, Time Lord's starting out, so.
They're talking. The problem is the ref is on that side making the call. He's got him right there behind the shoulder on Poole. Yeah,
you got a hip check to,
right but that should be this ref calling it, not that one, because he's not supposed to see that. So, but maybe he saw it.
Well, it doesn't seem like they challenged it.
Sometimes it goes our way. So he hits a free throw, up 11. Horford and Tatum back, as Mark Jackson says, and Poole hits both. Marcus Smart dribbles it up, asks for a play, runs fist. Poole strangely approaches Smart on that. That made no sense.
What's be so high up anyway?
Anyways, hideout. Here's a free foul. Free team foul. All right, JT over to Marcus, over to Horford. Kick it to JB. Right wing 3, in and out. Robert. Oh, rolls out. Draymond hustles for a rebound. Outlet play. JT.
Good reaction times to keep the ball there.
2 on 3 though. No, 3 on 3, 4 on 3. Nope. Now we're good. Up top, Draymond up top. Poole right side. Fakes, goes baseline on JT.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, went deep into his bag like a grandma with the peppermint.
Well, like his two cats, he I don't know. He has cat-like reflexes.
Oh, Tatum, great cut after the screen that he made off ball.
Yeah,
And got Wiggins on that one.
he did. But
Not going to
it's a
win.
testament to how few times he got Wiggins. Or honestly, that Brown got Wiggins too.
Hand. If you can count it on one hand, how many
Yeah.
times you got Wiggins? You've done an amazing job.
Definitely.
Pull with not a great shot against Robert, so he's
Time
shot
Lord suggested
low.
he not do that.
Draymond, no. Corner three, no good. Jaylen Brown brings it up, and
I was probably getting pretty upset that we hadn't gone to Klay for a little while here.
JP with the take foul, so to speak.
Yeah.
Steph checks in with 8 minutes to go. How many minutes did he end up with? 39. So all in all,
I thought he played about 40.
40 really. So good job. I'm sure a lot of Warriors Twitter wanted him in play the whole fourth or something. JT attack Steph again, could not hit, and Rob missed a
rebound.
Good Lord, how many times I got to call Steph's name on defense? Amazing. They try to double him. Draymond in the middle, kicks it to Klay. Open, no good. Looney rebound. Want to reload. Draymond finds Steph on the handoff. No good. Classic Warriors basketball there, though, with the handoff and screen. Horford. Draymond swats it away. And he stepped on the line. Draymond.
That's
just incredible.
Unteachable ability to react quickly and read the situation perfectly.
Incredible.
And a little luck with Horford stepping out of bounds.
Steph and Klay with the screen. Klay drops. Nope. Now picked by Looney. So all that, you got Steph on Marcus. Turns the corner. Scores over Jaylen Brown. Man.
I think he's about to hit 2 more layups, actually, and then a 3 and night.
7 minutes to go. Jaylen, right side, good move. Lefty finish. That's what he does. Gets low to the ground. It's hard to stop the torpedo. Steph and Jaylen pressure. Steph handles it. Goes around the corner and gets a foul on Jaylen. Wow. So Steve took a timeout there. Draymond loses the ball against aggressive defense by Grant. Grant got him on that one. And he will finish and one against Klay.
Hello.
Back to 9 points possible with the free throw. Yeah, I definitely pulled my hair out on that one. Of course, at that point we had moved to Twitch, so we probably had less people on that live Twitch because I had to switch it to Twitch than we have right now.
Was it this early in the game? I thought it happened right at the end of the game.
Oh, really?
I don't remember. I think so.
I don't want to remember that. Anyways, Steph and Horford got the switch from the Wiggs screen. Draymond handoff. It's still Steph on Horford. Turns the corner again.
Yep.
Layup good. Jeez. Just knows when to rise. All of that. Good job by Draymond to close out on JT. Gets the ball back. Now he's on Wiggs. Draymond with the long arm reaches in and Wiggs blocks it. Oh, that's just beautiful defense. Team defense. Oh, man. Look at Steph dribble in and kick it out like that. Wiggins, one-on-one Grant over to Klay. Catch and shoot over Jaylen. No dagger. Not there. 11-point lead. Desperado move for Celtics. JB loses the ball.
They're only down 11.
They'll give it to him. Down 11. Jaylen hurt with his ankle, left ankle or shin. Yep. They're replaying it. Oh, he twisted his ankle slightly. Yeah. Tweaked it. Went off of Klay. All right. Baseline inbound. Looks like Jalen's okay. In fact, he shoots a 3 on the catch, hits it. Very reminiscent of the game winner against Indiana, was it?
Yeah. No, to send it to overtime. Yeah.
Yeah, send it to overtime. Draymond, one-on-one JT, screened by Steph. Steph, JT, screened by Wiggs. Steph, Horford. That's the one you want. JT will trap or blitz. Kick. Wiggins 3, corner, dagger.
Very good.
Win
Wiggs.
The 3 Wiggs.
I didn't hit a ton of shots this game, but that was a big one, man.
Yeah.
Coming through the clutch.
Bully Steph down low. Nope. Out to Wiggs. Steph blitzes Jalen, Horford falls down. Jalen spins and throws it away. Klay with the steal. It's an open lane. Over to Draymond. Layup good.
Beautifully passed by Klay, too.
Strangely porous defense by Boston there. I'd have to relook at that one. Smart and Looney. Looney in there to close.
This is such a physical, talented series, man.
Smart Looney again. Smart can't handle it.
Smart tried to take out Steph's ankles again.
Yeah. Horford ends up with a corner 3 on the broken play. And it's up by 10. 4:13 to go. Stakes is high. Nail biter time for both fan bases, even here, even when we were up 10.
Curry to the hoop again.
Steph on Al. Got the switch you wanted. Fake a sidestep. Turn the corner yet again. Scored. Stare at the crowd. Oh, Steph. Man.
All right, Wardell, you hit 3 straight layups.
He ends up
next time let's take a 3.
Horford. And he'll take a foul. And he basically told John Goble, hey, this is a foul. And he won that argument.
No.
Incredible.
It's not a foul. Do you remember what was up with his with his index finger on his shooting hand while he averaged 30 points and 6 rebounds and 6 assists a game? Well, maybe it's 35 and 5.
Steph was in the zone, man.
Do you remember what was wrong with his finger, though?
No, do not. I'm the wrong one to ask these things. Everything's a blur for me.
Nah, it's all good. All those championships melt together, don't they, Rich?
They do. It's a good feeling, though. Smart goes past. JT, I'll have to tell you a mini story later. JT travels and Wiggins again, causing Jason Tatum to travel. Probably can't do that in this version of JT these days, but still, that's amazing, Wiggs.
Well, I mean, there's hardly anyone who could guard Jason Tatum back then, except for Wiggs. And all right, Luka too, by the way.
3:25 to go. Wiggins
and LeBron with a broken rib.
GP in there for Looney to close out, and again, Steph politics for the foul off ball by Marcus Smart. Just everything he did this game was just.
It was 11 and 19 from the field, man. And here it is. Shoot it.
Fly on Horford. It's good.
Night. That's the title, baby.
15-point lead with 3:13 to go. Oh, man. That must have – oh, man. Can you imagine being courtside and you're a Boston fan and you see that? Oh, man.
60%
it got quiet. It got quiet.
I think this is probably the best I've ever seen Steph in the finals, by the way, today.
Jason tries to turn the corner. He couldn't turn the corner, although he does get the fake.
Well, he's going to get Steph, man.
I know, right? Exactly.
I'm really not kidding. Steph was amazing this series.
Jeez. Two-way Steph.
Yeah.
All right. Draymond with 2:30 to go. Gets a screen from Steph, but Draymond threw it away. He threw it away. He's mad at himself.
He's got the nerves, though.
Yeah, he knows.
Come on.
He can feel it. He can feel the smooth golden surface of the trophy of Larry O'Brien.
The championship
Jalen with
campaign.
Desperado Hero 3. Got it.
This guy's so good, man.
Wow, that was a must make, and he made it.
Yeah.
12-point lead, 209. They basically got to stop the Warriors here. Wiggins doubled. I don't know if that was the smart double, but no, they're back.
No, they're running clock down here.
Wiggs against Horford. Oh boy, no good. But the long rebound goes right to Draymond, so that was key. Sometimes you gotta get lucky.
Come on, hit this one, Wiggs. Yes, sir.
Wiggins, it's over pretty much because it's a 15-point lead with 143. Almost mathematically impossible
right there
to hit 5 straight threes. Even if you handed them the ball, it'd be tough. Marcus with the ridiculous charge that's not called. I mean, you can't call that, but Steph just pops off the floor after they make it. I mean, doesn't matter.
Smart frustration foul again. 90 seconds.
Smart, just
trying to call himself for the free throws here.
I mean, Steph took a charge there. He took I mean, all this, and he took a charge that wasn't counted.
I might have hit.
I get why you didn't call that.
In the privates there a little bit too, but Smart have been playing dirty all series long. So,
wow.
Poole predicting the night. Been seeing it.
Yes, an absolute one of those incredible finals performances, man.
Steph's like trying not to cry on the free throw line.
1998, Game 6, Jordan, people forget it wasn't. He had to make an incredible defensive play before hitting the shot on Brian Russell. It's of that level.
Byron. No, it's Brian. Okay. Yeah. Well, he hit that layup before too. Thanks for bringing that up, Rich.
Well, yeah, the Utah guy in you. Klay with the travel. It's so Klay.
Wiggs almost made it too.
I'm sure the bench was just hilarious right there. I'm sure Andre had fun with that.
Steph has been holding his emotions in all game too.
13-point lead with 107 to go. Mathematically impossible. Gary with the silly foul on Jaylen Brown stops the clock. You could hand it to him 4 times in a row, and it'd be hard to make all 4 within a minute.
Yeah, that is not what I was when this was happening. It was stay focused, stay,
Yeah,
in the game.
for sure. Oh, wait, is that
15 points.
Tony Robbins?
Oh yeah, he was there. I don't know who he's rooting for though. I think friends with Kerr a little, and
it's
always wears the Celtics thing. See, Steph's already crying, man.
Oh, is that what happened? They took the volume out.
Celtic starters got to do this year too, but just a very different scenario. They each come out, together, 2 at a time.
I mean, they went through a lot. This was painful for them on their own home floor, so they got redemption this year.
Being up 2-1 too, that's blowing those kind of leads, and I mean, I don't know about blowing it. That's not the right way to put it, but that just hurts so much more, than getting.
Yeah,
and then I don't think the Mavericks it hurt that bad for them,
Tatum also said on the podium how the loss to the Heat. There was a home game that they lost in the 3-0, then 3-3, then lose 3-4 series last year. Yep. That was hurtful as well. So they paid their dues. The way I look at it, definitely paid their dues.
Absolutely. Iguodala.
Andre with the there's no better praise than that as a basketball player to get that from Andre.
This is his 7th finals, by the way, that he played in. 7.
Man. So the mop-up cruise Although Klay, Steph, Draymond, and Poole are still in there. Steph got a free steal there.
Yeah, he stole the ball. One more great defensive play.
6 seconds to go. Tons of boos, obviously. None of them leaving.
Yeah, see, there's that guy. Steph shot it.
The crazy logo 3. Yeah. At the shot clock buzzer, right? I mean, like, yeah.
Yeah, but most guys who are about to win Finals MVP don't want to mess up their percentage, and he's just laughing at idiocy. You know?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
And
he didn't even run back up court.
And the don't take the shot clock violation thing, like, right? So
yep. No, you take it now, but
that was 40 seconds left. Yeah. Steph can't hold it in. 2.7 is the shot clock violation.
3.2.
He just realizes it right now. Oh man, just such an epic performance, man. Epic. They want and Andre wants the ball.
Unlikeliest titles ever won by any team.
Yep. It's just so deserved by Steph. Amazing. Andre went and got the ball for Steph.
Yeah.
All right. Something coming up happens where I got to ask you about it. But anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, this is awesome to rewatch.
6 of 11 from 3. What, 55%?
Iggy. Yeah, this is good stuff. Couldn't drive left. Yeah, I hear you on that. Well, they can.
No, that was just a way to troll them, man.
But Draymond did say that on a podcast, right? Recently.
Yeah, but I don't know. I didn't see a lot of them not being able to go left or right. We were just totally in their head.
Really. You know what? Jalen did. I literally announced it. He did go left and scored.
Yeah.
Need Klay to stay. So it'll keep going. Let's just watch a little bit more.
Totally with you on that, Nikki.
Here's my thing, Dean.
Yeah.
And I don't think I brought this up when it happened. Where you were able to get on the Twitch, I assume? Probably, right? I just texted you that, I think.
Yeah, we were on Facebook, I'm telling you. But
okay.
Yeah.
Where's Silver, man? Why is it Mark Tatum? Right? Tell me. What? Come on. Adam. Horrible, dude. Horrible.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Well, my only guess is that there could have been, he might have gotten COVID or something. There might have been some restriction where he wasn't allowed back then.
Yeah, you know, I'll
because I mean, the commissioner, you know, it should never matter who's winning, where it is, you know. Games 4 through 7, you have to show up and you have to be there and give your little speech. And I don't know. That seems so, I don't know. Maybe it's just because his name is Tatum and they're in Boston. Thought that might calm down the crowd.
Klay in the post game with the holy cannoli. Yeah, it was great, man. Man, I gotta.
Never had a cannoli, man, but they look good.
I'll screenshot the comments real quick. Yeah.
Of course, Lacob and Goober both had their start with the Celtics. Yeah. So that must have felt very sweet.
Oh yeah, you're gonna see Goober mention that and get some boos, obviously.
Yeah. Celtics made up for it. Kerr's confused. Where's all that noise coming from?
Glitchiness.
Yeah, what a great championship run, man. Best finals of this half decade, in my opinion.
Yes. Yeah, Boston did not appreciate that.
Oh,
Goober. But it's true though. Goober and Lacob are from Boston, so you can say that. But they got some booze.
not as loud as during the series though, so I'm sure they can handle it.
Yeah, they got their chip now, so
Yeah.
that's all that matters.
Nah, Bob Myers, man.
Bob,
Bob.
stop being introverted over there.
Bob's such a thoughtful dude, man.
Exactly.
You love to see him succeed.
You know who he reminds me of?
No, who?
Dean Chambers.
Come on.
Yeah. Well, actually, I thought Facebook got shut down. Pretty sure Facebook. We went on Twitch for sure.
There's Klay with the Bahamas flag. Always nice to see.
Yeah. I'm afraid that I don't think we're going to be able to play the part where Steph got anointed. There
with
it is.
the Lion King thing that he did.
Yeah. So that's that. We're good.
Oh man, what
great.
a night!
Yeah, I think we should. Anything else to say while I go look up some archived footage, maybe of the parties and stuff? Because I'm gonna try and find that. See if I can find it. Probably be better if I searched on the on my own site. But go ahead.
No, I loved in one of those parties where they started chanting F Draymond, you know, F Draymond, and the Warriors were chanting that in the locker room, spraying him with champagne, and it just felt like that was the whole season, you know, in one little moment, in one little scene right there, you know, just everybody picking against us, everybody saying the Warriors dynasty was done after KD left, you know, they'll never win another, Steph will never have a finals MVP, and, you know, did he ever even play that well in the final? And just, you know, everything coming together in that season where you start off like 18-2 or 20-2 or whatever it was, you know, and play so well. Klay comes back and Dray goes out. Dray comes back and Steph goes out. Start off the first round, Steph coming off the bench against the MVP, Nikola Jokic, two-time MVP, Nikola Jokic, and an injured but still very dangerous Nuggets team. Whoop that trick Grizzlies, and Gary breaking his elbow after getting hit in the head by Dillon Brooks. Just the level of physical defense that team had, and complete disrespect that they had for us, which is kind of fun, you know. And the 55 point, I guess we lost by 39, but going down 55 points after Gary broke his elbow or got his elbow broken. You remember we looked at what's going to be the next uniforms for the next games? You remember that, Rich? And
I do.
The Warriors guy didn't have a head on for some reason. It was like the only one we could find where there was no head on that like mannequin thing, and that was I don't know why it really stands out. The Mavericks. Oh, Wiggins doesn't have enough bricks in his back pocket. You know, Luke is the best player on the court, and we just destroyed them for 3 games. Then, of course, the terrible shooting before Game 4. You know, did the lights go out in the arena that game? I feel like they did, but I might be mixing that up with something else. Going on to win to make the finals. You know, I think that Klay holy cannoli thing might have been during the conference finals, actually. But I might be wrong about it. They might have said that during the finals. And then, 14% chance to win the series against the Celtics, going down 2-1, losing game 1. Steph screaming in pain. And those last 3 games that we just watched, to wrap up that season on that run with that level of dominance, I guess, but the games are so close, right? We're talking about if Jordan Poole doesn't hit that shot, who knows how game 5 goes. Steph wasn't shooting well, The Celtics started off this game hot and almost closed the gap. And again, Steph hit those 3 straight layups in 3 and closed out, on the road in the Garden, which is, again, nobody wins on the road in the Garden. For a title in Boston, it had to be the most legendary possible way for Steph Curry to cement his legacy and for the team to cement themselves as a dynasty. Some people were questioning, like, well, that was a nice run, but can they, those 5 straight finals, if that's all it were, I think it's ridiculous to question whether, Kerr is that great because of all the accomplishments, but to go as far down as we went with the broken hand, Klay tearing his Achilles during the draft night, and the bubble and the play-in and the loss to the Grizzlies and the Lakers. We were up 13 against the Lakers and lost in overtime against the Grizzlies, and to finish all of that out, in 2019 finals included, to finish all that out right here, 3 straight wins. I can't think of another run that's like that. You could say the 2016 Cavaliers, but then, their Eastern Conference run wasn't like, I don't think even a lot of Cavaliers fans, really, it's the finals. That's where their like insane moment. This was a whole season of getting smashed by something happening, and the team just, like, it didn't even affect them. They just kept rolling, playing as one, playing together. Klay and JP locking arms and twisting around. Man, it was just the most, especially coming off of the pain of 2019 and those next seasons. It was the most shocked I've ever been at that a team won a title that year. And I was obviously rooting for them all year. It's my first season on coming on here on the videos, so that was pretty fun. February 12th, first time I was on.
Whoa!
And, yeah.
Wow, you remember?
And oh yeah, well, my mom wrote it down on a whiteboard, and it kind of stuck in my mind.
Oh, that is neat, man. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So it was just amazing for me, man. It was, and reliving it, of course, doesn't feel as good because I know it's going to happen. But man, it makes me feel good going forward into the future. We have a team that is at least as talented as that, if we figure out how to really get that cohesiveness, synergy, energy back together. You're right, Rich?
I dropped my remote. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Slap in the face of doubt. I like that, Shavanch. Can't count out of basketball. I like the Dubs. Being a Warriors fan is the top tier decision of my life. Oh, I love that.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel the same way. Steph was holding the trophy. ESPN still at the Celtics with Like 87% chance of winning. Yeah, that's true. Who's the Warriors going to stop Job? We did. Who's going to stop Jokic? We did. Who's going to stop Luka? We did. They have 0 chance against Boston. Yep. Cool.
Yeah.
And then the next season, man, I gotta say, just getting to a rough loss against the Lakers, but that was a pretty good series against the Lakers and one of the best series in the playoffs in 23. Shouldn't say last year now, in 2023 against the Kings right after this. I mean, I think we just have to make the playoffs, bro. That's the problem.
Yeah. That's the odd dynamic of it is we got to figure out a way to make the playoffs because, like, we got Steph for the to do amazing things in the playoffs. Yeah. So it takes reps. You got to go through that and make sure everybody plays a full season because the 82 games, there's some rhythm about that. You just got to go through it.
I'm really optimistic about where Draymond's headspace is at, too. You know, that will really help a lot in training camp, in the regular season, and playoffs. I think that's a huge thing. Of course, we have to get Klay back. We just.
Oh boy, yeah. I don't want to think about that. But yeah, you're right. Yeah. Oh boy. So, shall we take a peek at this video here?
Oh,
yeah. So this is inside TD Garden, but no, this is the parade. Before the parade, they're at International Smoke at this point.
That's Aisha's restaurant. Is that right?
Yes. Turn it down a little bit. Cannon. Yeah, this is better seen on a mobile phone rather than this.
Oh, Cannon was real little back then, man.
What is that, Cannon?
He'll always be little for me, or nah. It's so cute, though. Dray, yeah. Right.
It just made everything we've gone through worth it, you know?
Yeah.
And everybody says that, but it really felt that way with this title. Gold-blooded. Well, I think we need something better than made him look, too, or make him look. I would say that might be.
Let me copy the link here.
Steph got 4 trophies on that year. Really? It's the All-Star, Finals, MVP, Championship. Oh, the 3-point championship, right? They got the 3-point. Yeah, wow, man. No player in the league I'd rather root for.
I don't know how this passed the music check, but I think it did.
Ah, that's good to be lucky, right?
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, Dray won the chip podcasting after every game. And people were like, "Are you giving away defensive strategies?" No. The Celtics already know what I'm saying. Come on, man. All that noise all season long. And look what happened, man. Yeah, of course, Pinky. Yeah, that's the worst part of this whole thing. Yeah, they're both racist.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time finding any other videos just because I don't know what to search on. Can't. Okay. Okay. Wow. Can't search by date, unfortunately.
You can't search by date on YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
Can't do newest to oldest?
So you literally have to remember the title. And let's see if there's any playlists.
Oh, Klay was amazing in 22. You're right. All day. Thank you, 80K.
Hey, that's good to have you. Klay was so wasted. Oh, birthday. There we go.
Well, I'm just glad he got to be part of this. You know, he was a huge part of it too. I mean, Looney's greatness that year is directly related to bringing in Rocco.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's a lot of footage from the restaurant. We're already halfway through. That's quite a party they had there.
Well, yeah.
Let's see if we got a playlist for this. Oh, all right. I might.
Yeah.
Belly. Can't tell. He's tired. Oh yeah, more party atmosphere. Man, I think maybe I'll be able to dig up some of the best stuff maybe in the month of September.
Yes, sir.
Right now we got the draft right around the corner. Oh, actually, let me check with Eric G. Oh, we got a little
take a break here.
Yeah. Okay.
No more.
Okay.
Drinking warm water before bed balances
bit
blood
of,
sugar levels and
commercial
reverses
break.
type 2. Thousands.
Skip. Oh, that's it. Okay, cancel. Yeah, I've got a surprise for you guys. We're gonna get Eric G on the live. I almost forgot. So that's completely my fault on that one, but let's look for his email. Eric. That one. There we go. There it is. Boom. I just emailed him, so we should be good to go. Yeah, and we get a little bonus because anybody who's still on here, because the draft is coming up. That's why. So let me go change the title of this live stream to include Warriors Rewatch Party 2022. Let me shorten that to be Game 6. Let's see. Warriors Draft Talk plus Rewatch Party. Yeah. Didn't really do X's and O's, so let's delete that. Boom. We have officially a new title of this stream. We are now Warriors Draft Talk. There's 2 spaces there. Okay, cool. So any minute now, we'll get Eric G on here. Can't wait. We'll get to talk draft and whatever else, really. Just put in the comments whatever you want to talk about. So please write in the comments. And Eric G is from NBADraft.net. Oops, I should put that in the title. My fault. Draft Talk NBA. Let's see. Warriors times NBADraft.net. Yeah. Let's put a hashtag on that. And 2 characters too long. 1 and 2. NBADraft.net. So please write in the comments any questions you might have for Eric G of NBADraft.net. He's coming on board any moment now. Let's see, sent mail. Let me make sure I emailed him correctly. Okay, cool. That's good. And any questions you might have, please write it in the comments. Yeah. Only team that play entertainment brand. Well, I do give the Nuggets credit. Like watching Jokic is pretty incredible too. But yeah, he doesn't do like blow the roof off stuff like Steph does, you know. So I don't know that he ever can unless he started, making athletic dunks or shooting crazy type threes all over the place. Yeah. Yep. So just waiting on Eric G. So he gets here soon. Make sure. Yep. Send him the right link. And good comments here. We get the 57th pick and all that, so don't forget about those things. But yeah, let's see. Okay. Yeah. What are the chances of Klay staying? Is this draft class said to be the worst in recent times? Yep. Good questions there. Hope to have him on soon. While we're waiting, let me do some multitasking. Good to have the new people here, such as ADK. And let's see if Eric's around. Not quite yet. So cool. Can't wait to have him on and send that over to Instagram. Let's take a look at NBADraft.net mock draft. Why not? What do they have for us as of late? Mock drafts 2024. They already have a 2025 mock. Let's see. '52 has us with Oso Ighodaro. Yeah. Go look up this guy's highlights on YouTube. I took a look. It's pretty cool stuff. All right. Eric G's in the green room, so let's bring him on at the basically 2 hour, 7 minute mark. And hold on. Switch this to that view. What's up, Eric G? Let me get rid of Dean.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Eric G, how you doing, man? Glad
Good.
to
How are you?
Oh, awesome. We just rewatched game 6, so we're all in a great mood. Perfect. Good timing for you to come on here. Eric is going to be busy this upcoming week, so tonight is one of the few times he can come on board and answer all your questions. So first off, Eric, we got some questions already, but who are we picking at 52? Because I just took a peek at NBADraft.net, and it says Oso Ighodaro. So you want to start there?
I guess so. What we look at is that it's probably going to be similar to TJD, where it's an older player. This is going to be somebody that fits a role at that stage in the draft. Like, yes, I'm sure the Warriors and their fans would love to have a secondary scorer. You're unlikely to get that at 53 in any draft, and in particular this draft. So when you're looking at the second round, especially if you're not towards the top of the second round, you're really looking for players that can fit a role on a team. Ighodaro, what he can do, big, he can pass a little bit. He's really athletic around the rim. I think he had a 39-inch max vert at the combine. He's long. The issues that he has and why he's in the 50s for us is he doesn't really shoot it great. He's roughly the same as TJD was last year in terms of free throw shooting, so around 63-65% free throw shooter. Doesn't really have much range from the outside, and he's on the thinner side as a player. So what he probably does better than TJD at this stage is pass. I would definitely see him as a backup to TJD at this point, and he'll probably play some 4 as well. Let me go look real quick as his measurements. As you know, I'm a big measurements guy. Mm-hmm. So just for the average person, do you have the measurements right on hand, or
I can get them in about 15 seconds.
Okay, I found him. So he measured at 6'9" in the 6'9" without shoes, 6'9.5, 6'11" wingspan, 8'8.5 standing reach. And for the best centers, Ideally, for a center possession, you want 9'3" standing reach. But he did really well in terms of max vert at 39.5, no vert at 35 inches. Had a good reaction shuffle time, had a good 3/4 speed time. And as I said, he's experienced, he's older, he's done well. I think he's currently roughly 22 years of age. So for this draft at that stage, 22 is actually relatively young. You're going to see guys that are 23, 24 years old at that stage of the draft.
Good stuff. And what if he gets taken earlier? Who else do you have that would maybe fit the bill at 52?
Well, I know other mocks have they've said Jalen Bridges, correct?
Right. Yeah, saw that.
So Jalen Bridges is more of a 3-4 than a 4-5. He is a shooter. His measurements were 6'7" 6'10" wingspan, 8'6" standing reach, athletic as well. What you get out of him is probably, like I said, a 3-4 more than a 4-5. And when I say 3-4, that means forward. So small forward, power forward. 4-5 is power forward, center. Has a lot of experience with Baylor. Was a transfer, went to a few schools. A little bit older, I believe. I believe he's 23 of age. I'll let you know. Give me a second. Yeah, he's 23 years old. So again, a type that the Warriors have been leaning on towards the end of the second round last year. Obviously, going with more experienced people that have gone through to college and have seen some things and they don't have quite the learning curve. And it seems like Warriors fans don't really want too much of somebody that won't contribute next year anyway. Just based on what I've heard, they want people obviously that can help Steph during his time. Now, what they have to understand at 53, it's really hard to find somebody that can make a major contribution to a team. It's not impossible, but it is more difficult.
Yeah, for sure. All right. And any other things about the draft that Warriors related that you found interesting of late since we last talked?
Well, there are a few things that the Warriors do have a benefit of relative to other teams that might draft higher. They have roster spots available. So, for example, the reason the Warriors were able to pry TJD away from other teams that may have drafted him a little higher in the second round is that they promised his agent a roster spot, meaning not a two-way contract, a standard NBA contract that was non-guaranteed that turns out to be very beneficial to the Warriors in the long run because he panned out, right? So they're a little bit in difficulty salary cap-wise. But if you look at one of the most tradable assets they have is TJD's contract because he's proven that he's an NBA player. And his contract is really low. It's lower than the veteran minimum and for several years. So when super teams or teams that have established stars that are paying those guys $60 million, 40 to 60 million, when you have a contract for a few years of $2 million, that's going to be an NBA, maybe starter, maybe not starter, but somebody that's in the rotation top 10 guy, that's a lucrative thing to have. And that's really the first one that the Warriors have really been able to bank on, where they've done the non-guarantee route and have these salaries for 3 or 4 years. So one thing to think about in this draft is that maybe the Warriors are drafting at 53, but it's entirely possible that somebody that's viewed by most at 43, 42 may end up with them because of the role and the ability to promise a roster spot. Now, I'm not saying the Warriors are doing that. I have not heard that, but that is a selling point that they have relative to other teams that don't have many roster spots available.
Gotcha. Now, do we have the 53rd or the 52nd, or how does that work? Or
52nd. I think on our site, the pick that's like forfeited is just says forfeited on it. So if you scroll up, see the 49th pick. So that's
I see. Oh, cool.
So we technically have the 52nd pick.
Gotcha. Okay.
I can name you a couple other players that I think the Warriors may be interested in. I would say that those two seem to be the most popular ones, but I think we've gone offline a little bit. We spoke. I said I feel like Pelle Larssson is a Kerr type of player.
Right here, 6'6",
and not only because he went to the University of Arizona, but also because and he's a guard. Older player, originally from Sweden, went to the University of Utah before he went to U of A. But he's a connector type, and he's the one that moves the ball around, and he plays hard all the time. And it seems like I would say he's not as good as Pods, but he has some connector similarities to Pods. So that could be somebody that I still think we really do think that Ighodaro is going to be a pick, but I could definitely see that's a player that players with that Kerr and management would be interested in at some level.
Yeah, I was just listening to you there, so I have to say, we want Ighodaro. No, I'm just kidding. It's the new we want Ighodaro. Oh man, that'd be funny. If he was the pick, someone's got to do that. Someone's got to do that meme. You heard that here first. But anyways, okay, so anybody else? Pelle Larssson.
And we spoke off. Why don't we talk a little bit about Jaylen Wells, because he's in that range.
Yeah.
Jaylen Wells is an interesting story. He was in junior college in the Bay Area, and then played Division II in the Bay Area, and then played 1 year at Washington State. And as many of you may or may not know, Washington State went pretty far in the NCAA tournament, and he was one of the main reasons why. He's a little bit younger than some of the other players that we've mentioned. He's a little bit more of a project and more of a development type player compared to the other, I would say, the other guys there. But you can tell just the fact that how he's moved up quickly, that some people may see him as having some upside relative to the other ones because they see him as a late bloomer type of player. He has potential as a 3-and-D player. Some of the things that didn't work out so well in his favor and why he's lower in the mock is he didn't measure great. And like a 3-and-D wing, usually you want 7 foot, 7'2" wingspan, and he did not measure like that at all. He measured 6'7", which wasn't bad, but his wingspan was nearly identical, 6'7.25". His standing reach was 8'7.5", and that hurt him in terms of moving up into the draft. In our opinion, obviously we don't know what is going to end up, but that he kind of lost some momentum that was going his way going into the combine because people thought he was maybe a little bit longer, maybe a longer standing reach. So, but he's more of an upside play relative to the other two, the other players that we mentioned.
Okay. All right. Anybody else?
I guess we could talk about Comche, Ulrich Comche, because he decided to stay. He decided to stay in the draft. He was at NBA. We may not have added him because we thought he was going to enter in 2025, but he's a Clutch. He's with Rich Paul and Clutch. they may
Comche.
Chomche.
Oh, yeah. Let's look him up.
No,
Is that him? No,
no. You don't want to Google him. He has some issues. There, Ulrich Comche. There you go. So he's younger, as you can see. December. He's one of the youngest players in the draft.
6'11".
In fact, he wouldn't be eligible if he was born in 2006 and he was born December 30th, 2005. Has a big wingspan, is top, but the reason he's not projected with the Warriors is because he's a long-term project player. He played at Nike Hoop Summit. He looked very raw there, but his age and his intangibles in terms of like power forward center being 6'10" and a quarter, 7'4" wingspan relative to the other guys we talked about, 9'1.5" standing reach, and he had a 38.5 vert. He can jump. He can shoot the three a little bit, but he has some stiffness in the hips, so there is some lateral issue, even though he's that athletic. But he's a long-term guy. He's raw. He's not going to help the Warriors out next season. Unlikely. And that's why hasn't been projected with the Warriors at all. But if you're looking for a high upside pick in that 50 range, that is a guy that I would consider. And I also would think that Rich Paul knows what he's doing and that he's going to somehow get drafted somewhere in the second round.
Okay. Cool, man.
And we could talk about Bronny if you want.
Sure.
I know Bronny James is a popular name. I saw him live in high school. I've seen him before. He's a connector type of player, so that's something that the Warriors would like in terms of being able to pass it around and stuff. He's projected as a defender. He did not defend that well on occasions when he played. He did not have a good season this year with USC, partially due to his slow start given his heart issue. So he was out for had to step away from basketball for a few months. He has a really long wingspan, even though he's short. He's only 6'1", and he's not a point guard. He's a two guard. If you want to call him a combo guard, he's a combo. You could call that as well. I doubt that he would be running that many offenses at the NBA level. So that's part of the reason why we don't project him so high. He's athletic. He can shoot it a little bit, although he didn't show it in college this year. Great teammate, great passer, long wingspan, pretty good athlete. He's just very undersized for what position he should ideally play. So hence why we have him in the 50s.
Yeah.
But I know that's a player that people want to talk about. So would I have him in my top 60? Probably not. Do I think that he deserved to go to the combine and that he has the talent for it? Yes. Because I know some people say, well, he only scored, I think, 4 points or 5 points per game. I just want to remind everybody that Derek Lively only scored 5 points per game last year, his only year in college. So, and Lively seems to have been a good pick for the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah.
Right. So just want to remind people, it's not just nepotism. He is an NBA almost level player. Would I have him in my top 60? No. Do I see? Does that mean that I'm right and they're wrong? No. Totally draftable. For me, he's probably in the 70s to 80 range. But that's a difference of opinion.
Yeah. All right. So you guys have the Lakers taking him. Cool.
Yeah. And we'll go over one more since I see his name. Isaac Jones is also a Washington State player, also a late bloomer. Unlike Jaylen Wells, he's older. He's 23 years old. We have to remember that Washington State's coach, who's now Stanford's coach, recruits guys that he feels like have high basketball IQ. So both Jalen Wells and Isaac Jones were viewed as high basketball IQ level players. Now, what's interesting about Isaac Jones, and he may or may not get drafted because, as you know, once we're going in the 50 ranges, there's a question mark there. If you look at his height, he's only 6'8", but he has a 7'3" wingspan and a 9-foot standing reach, which is great for a power forward, which is manageable as a center. He had a pretty good vert. He played himself up all the way. So the older, lesser viewed guys go to the Portsmouth Invitational. So he started there. Then he went to the NBA. He did so well, he got invited to the NBA G League Combine. He did well there, and he got invited all the way to the NBA Combine. So it tells you, like, in a scale, in a few months, he moved way up in terms of where he was ranked in NBA circles and on their boards and stuff. And it's partially because he wasn't always a Division I player either. He was a transfer from lower level basketball.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great. So those are the names to keep an eye on. I've listed all of these. Just typing notes. You could hear that in the description, and then it'll be in the comments. And not to keep you too long, but we do have some questions in the comments. And one is this the worst draft class you've seen in a while?
Yes.
Describe that more. What do you mean by worst draft class?
I think what it means is that if you have you don't necessarily want the first pick in this draft. There is no, at the top of the draft, there is no superstar that you know for sure. There's no Victor Wembanyama. There's no debate of like who's going to be an all-star. So they're all looking for players that may become all-stars, that but still have large holes in their games where they could also have a low floor relative to past drafts. So you may be, the best player may go at 6 or 7. The best player may end up being 4. The last draft that, and I don't remember the year, but the draft where Giannis and Rudy Gobert are the 2 best players. Well, Giannis was like 14 and Rudy Gobert was even below that. And if you look at the top of that draft, it wasn't really that great. And that could be the draft for this draft as well. It's really hard to, I wouldn't put a bet that the best player would be in the top 5 picks. I would rather take the field.
Okay. Good stuff. And here's another question. Dean Chambers is from Utah, so he wanted to know if you know anything about Branden Carlson.
Yeah, I actually saw him live. He's a little bit older. He's almost 24 years old, I think, and that's one of the, obviously, people look at the age. He played in the G League Combine and as well as the PIT. He got invited from the G League Combine, from the PIT to the G League Combine. He's about 7 foot. He's almost 25 years old. So that goes against him in terms of draftability. He has almost identical wingspan to his height. He was measured at 6'11" 3/4 and 7 foot wingspan, 9'1" standing reach, which is small for a center. He could shoot it a little bit, but he's a little bit slow. He's pretty athletic in terms of like vertical, but in terms of running up and down the court, he didn't do very well. And also he's a little on the thin side for his center. So that's what hurts him a little bit is his age. And we had him at the second round for a very long time, and he's fallen off after his measurements, basically. They have higher expectations for a player like him, given that he's 25 years old.
Right. All right. So there you go, Dean. You're probably not going to get that kind of scouting report anywhere else. But a Utah guy, rooting for a Utah guy. And then the last question is, well, okay, not to get off topic, but to get off topic a little bit, what do you think about Klay? Where's he going? Just your personal thoughts, since, you know, it's that time of year, and we want to talk to everybody about that, I guess, and just see what they think.
Okay, well, first of all, I have no idea. I have no inside information on Klay. So this is just all speculation as, I guess, a Warriors fan and observer from afar. I think what's tough with Klay, like, I've said this before in the podcast, he's my favorite player of Warriors of all time. And it took, obviously, it was when he made the free throws in the finals that he took over for Chris Mullin for me. As my favorite Warrior. I didn't say greatest, but he is my favorite. It's hard to have Klay and Steph in the game at the same time, in my opinion, on the defensive side. They're just, at this stage of their careers, they're just too slow to have, and there's too many holes to fill that where to have two guys that really can't stop anybody. And we don't really have enough of other defensive anchors to manipulate that. So he looks worse, I think, with the Warriors than maybe some other teams. Now, offensively, we really do need him because we don't have enough shooting. He is a great floor spacer, but it makes it difficult because the other guy that's really bad on defense, which is Steph at this point, and I'm not saying they were bad at some point in their careers, I'm saying now, is better than him offensively and is even more of pulling guys away from the basket to let other guys score. So it's always going to be Steph over Klay at this point in their careers, or in probably any point in their careers. It's always in terms of better player. I think he should not, as a Warrior fan, I think he should stay. But realistically, I think Orlando's a better fit for him. Why? Orlando has all their guards defend really well. Their whole team's defensive guys, and their one thing they're missing is they can't shoot from the outside.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? That's what Klay provides.
Yeah.
Klay is a perfect fit for them. And if you look at it in terms of lifestyle, Orlando, the beach is only an hour away. He could be on the boat. He's playing for the Bahamas national team, working out with them. He'll be closer to the Bahamas. It's not like, for him personally, it's not a bad fit either.
Right.
You know, and they're going to be in the playoffs every year. You can't guarantee that with the Warriors, with the West being so much more dominant than the East. So for the length of his contract, and he's going to pay less income tax. So they're going to give him more money. He's going to look better on the team. The only thing the Warriors can sell is legacy. Hey, you were on the same team your whole career. But to be fair, as a fan, and I think all Warriors fans, we're going to love Klay no matter what.
Right.
Now, what's hard is, what do the Warriors do if Klay's not there? Is that better? Is that not better? That's a different question. But if you're asking me what I would do for Klay, and what I, as a person, as for his people, go to Orlando. Yeah. I mean, if you're asking from Klay's perspective, if I were to advise Klay, I'd say go Orlando. if the money is what they're saying the money is, you know.
The latest was Bobby Marks was saying 2 years, $70 million, which is just like, wow.
Well, with the new TV deal coming up, and also Orlando doesn't have to pay their players yet because they're all young guys. They're all they're all making maximum what Kuminga will make next contract, which is a lot less. So
yeah. Arbel is in denial, but that's okay. I've talked to Arbel offline about that. No, I mean, yeah, it all makes logical sense and all of that, and I hate to keep the rain pouring down, Arbel, listening out there, but my little insidery connection to Klay's camp. They've already mentally done the exercise of placing themselves in Orlando and imagining what that would be like. I mean, you got to anyways, but it is like a real type destinations. Like this is real dogs, it's like they're thinking about it. There's no doubt. And so
now,
big sigh, but we'll see, right? You never know. And there's still another let me do my math, 12 days, maybe 11 based on rumors, but yeah, everything you just laid out, yeah, it's a sobering analysis. So thank you for that. Dean wants to quickly ask you, on the subject of Klay, what's the odds of the Magic winning the title with Klay?
That's hard to say because they're all young guys that are coming up.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about Paolo Banchero, Franz Wagner. You're talking about who's the Gonzaga point guard that's really good defensively. And they have a bunch of young, and then they have, Jalen Suggs, and then they got Jonathan Isaacs, that's considered the best defender in the NBA right now. Like, he doesn't play a lot, so that's why he is, but he's considered by many as the best defender in the NBA. They have a team, and also the thing isn't it easier to get to the Eastern Conference Finals than it is to get to the Western Conference Finals? If you look at the team stacked against them. Now, I wouldn't advise them to go to Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Because that's another option they said. I don't think he meshes well with that culture. I don't think defensively they have the help. It's more that he doesn't have to even worry about playing defense for Orlando.
Yep.
They'll hide his mistakes and they'll only accentuate his shooting. The other rumor is maybe the Rockets, but I don't see Houston either. I think if he's going to go somewhere, it's going to be somewhere that's in a different conference. That's why I think it's Orlando or the Warriors.
Yeah.
And the only thing the Warriors can sell is nostalgia or match the contract, which doesn't. There might be some limitations there too.
Yeah, we might as well touch on that. Looking this on the back screen here, would it make sense is it fiscally responsible to match that, like with 35 million right here, for if you're the Warriors?
For how many years too?
Yeah, for how many years? Let's see.
I would say it's going to be at least 2 years. I would guess it's going to be 2 years plus a player option that he's going to want.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
So I think it might be 35, and maybe they'll give him 20 as the third year.
Gotcha. Oh, you
25.
mean Orlando or what the Warriors should do to kind of give
Orlando?
Orlando will do that, is what you think?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I would imagine that Klay wants a 3-year contract.
Gotcha. All right. So yeah. Interesting.
And then when you look at it, if you bring back Klay, what about Moody? And if you bring back Klay, that's probably the end of Moody. He's not going to stay after because there won't be the playing time for him. Yeah. I mean, there's other situations going on, you're going to have to pay Kuminga. You're going to have to either trade or pay Moody something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, but
It's
they
tough.
will miss him on offense no matter what.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
No matter Klay, like I said, Klay is center of gravity. I think they were saying of all two guards, he was like second in the NBA. He shot almost 40% from three this year. There's a market for Klay Thompson. The problem is that what he does great is what Steph does great. And what Steph doesn't do so great anymore, Klay doesn't do great anymore. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm. You said, what was the gravity stat?
I think he was first or second for two guards, for wings in terms of like pulling opponents towards him.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's fantastic.
He was high up there. He was high up there. Like,
Where
don't quote me on it, but it was on. It was on like a second spectrum.
Second
stat.
spectrum, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where they have all that. Okay. Well, all right. So Dean's gonna fire the parting shot and go, well, same stuff applied to Tim Duncan. But what I appreciate about Dean is that no matter how, let's call it dark the situation is, I mean, we as Warriors fans really want Klay to stay somehow. And for us, so we'll call it dark if he leaves. The thought of that in another uniform, of all things, the blue and white and black of Orlando. But yeah, Dean will always come back with that last little light at the end of the tunnel. So appreciate that of Dean. What else is there? What do you think is as playoff small ball? Okay, let's feel free if you got to go, Eric. Just holler. Just let me know. But Dean's got another question, and I think we got a couple other ones at some point. Whichever one you want to do. Shivansh wants you to, I guess, measure the draft class in terms of star potential. You touched on that, but I think he wants you to go just slightly more specific. And then also, just like I said just now with Dean, what do you think of this lineup? Steph, Moody, Klay, Kuminga, Dray as the playoff small ball lineup.
Well, we can go over the draft real quick.
Yeah.
Let's go to the top of the draft. So let me go there as well.
Okay. Hang on one second. I'll get there. Okay.
So right now I know Risache is number one. Okay. So he's very young. He's 6'9". If you're asking me why we know if it's a hit or miss, I'll tell you what people are saying that are negative about him, right? We know he can shoot. Can he self-create? Many people do not think he can self-create. Many people look at his athletic numbers / wingspan, and it does not look very good. From an NBA standard of stars, there's been a lot of busts that have that wingspan, and I think I have his measurements in terms of like for example, his vert was only 31 inches. He's supposed to be a small forward, power forward, but his standard reach is less than 9 feet. So if you're looking at a star player, that is the question with him is, can he self-create? And given his lack of athleticism for that high of a pick, and I'm a big Risache fan because I'm French, so I like all the French players. like I like all the Warriors players for the same reason. So yeah, I believe he can shoot well enough, but I'm just letting you know that he's projected as number 1, 2, 3, maximum 3, but likely 1. And there's major concerns with him, the ones that I stated above, which wouldn't be normally the case for a number 1 overall pick.
Mm.
Same thing with I can go with Sar. Sar has is on the thin side of things. They say he's a shooter, but he's never shot it that well percentage-wise from 3 and from the outside. He's also never been much of a scorer at any level. If you go at his U16 level, if you go at his U18 level for France, he's never been a big-time scorer. Well, if you draft somebody at number 2, you usually want somebody that can average 20 points per game. Can he average that? He hasn't proven that at any level. From 16 years old up, there hasn't been that ability. So that's the issue with Sarr. And these are still what people love about Sarr. I'll give you an example. He's really agile for a 7-footer. He can really switch on pick and rolls. Some people see him as somebody that will be able to make threes at the NBA level. So he'll be a pick and pop offensive player. He blocks shots. Those are all positives and why he's at 2. But if you're asking me why this draft is such a miss and why people don't like it so much, is there's more concerns at the top, even at the top with the top guys than there normally should be. We could go with Reed Shepherd. He's 6'1".
Yeah.
He didn't play a lot of point. He's a point guard, 2 guard. He wasn't highly rated out of high school. He played point guard sometimes for Kentucky. There was 2 other guys playing point guard. He got a lot of steals and blocks, but can he do that at the NBA level with his short wingspan and height issue? So I could go down the list and tell you what's wrong with every player.
No need.
Now remember, when I'm saying this, we have him that high, so we like him, but there are concerns with more than usual. There are concerns with all these prospects.
Interesting. Yeah. Is there some meta reason for that, or is it just coincidence? Like next year's draft is supposed to be deep.
I mean, it could be coincidence. I do think that there was a development issue because of COVID. That's my personal opinion. I've asked other people about that, and they disagree with it. That's my personal belief, but like I said, some people, like, you have to think that what age they were in 2020, the 18-year-olds, and to me, that middle, like 8th to 11th grade, is a big development stage for a lot of these players, and if they weren't getting the same development and stuff that they normally would for 6 to 7 months, that could be a little bit of an issue. But there's always an argument then, why is the next class not that way, and why was the class before it not that way? But I do think that the 2025s overall that the 2024s that just graduated high school also aren't as good. I think because I do a lot of high school stuff too. In fact, that's why I'm not here this weekend. I'm doing Section 7 in Arizona. And it's all day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Wow.
But I feel like the 2026 class, which are going to be juniors next year, are better than overall. The talent's better there and more depth than the 2025 and the kids that just graduated. That's my opinion. I've spoken to other grassroots people about this, and they disagree. So for me, I think COVID may be part of the issue. Yeah, because this was a worldwide issue.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Here's Dean praises you for liking the French and the Warriors because they have the best chefs, especially the one named Curry.
Yeah.
Dean with the little quips is always great at that. So segueing into that, thoughts of okay. Dean wants you to, if you want to, I mean, you're free to go at any point, but like, check off the box on this one. Dean has a specific, can you envision Steph, Moody, Klay, Kuminga, Dray as a playoff small ball? And I think just with that, just overall, we got K Money coming in here late, talking about the GP2 opt-in and how that affects Klay. And so just what your thoughts are of Warriors 2024. There's so many moving parts, but is there anything like overall you can say about like rotation, chemistry, things of that nature, starting maybe here with Dean's specific question
for next year, or what we just saw last year?
For next year, let's say somehow Klay stays on the team? And can you envision this from Dean? Steph, Moody, Klay, Kuminga, Dray, and then whatever you want to talk about, Warriors, really. Open floor, and we'll end it there.
It sounds like, well, yeah, I'll have to go after this anyway. It sounds like Kerr was really into the Draymond TJD lineup. So where does Kuminga end up there? Kuminga is gonna for Kerr to completely buy in Kuminga, and for the detractors of the Warriors fans that don't love Kuminga still, there are a segment of the population there that do not. I love Kuminga, but he's gonna have to be able to extend his range and be able to shoot the basketball. Especially, Kerr's pretty much said it in different ways. He doesn't love that TJD, and they can't have three guys that can't shoot on the floor at the same time. And the likelihood of those three being able to eventually shoot okay, most likely is Kuminga. We had a historically high shooting percentage from Draymond from three. I think he was second on the team in terms of shooting percentage from three-point line this year. But he will never shoot the volume necessary to have the defense come and guard him. And what Kerr has said on podcasts and stuff is that they need teams to be fearful of Kuminga being able to shoot the long-range jumper, and that will open things up for his game and the rest of the team. And it's more likely that Kuminga is going to be able to make a three than TJD. Because it seems like that's what they're going towards. They're going towards a TJ. They may do the Kuminga, because I'm not exactly answering the question. They may do the Kuminga Draymond small ball in moments, but I don't think it's going to be that extensive. One, the wear and tear for Draymond.
I think it's the wear and tear. Yeah.
And then, that's going to be a huge issue. And then where does that leave Kuminga on the floor? Can he? Because that's kind of what Kerr's been saying. I don't believe that Kuminga can play the three while those two guys are on the floor. And if those other two guys are going to get the majority of the minutes, where does that leave Kuminga? So that's why this summer is huge for Kuminga in terms of being able to consistently make an outside jump shot. Because the other things the Warriors fans complain about, that he holds the ball too long and creates for himself. Well, we need some other creators as a Warriors fan. There's only like a few guys that can actually create their own shot, and he's one of them. Does he turn it over too much? Yes, he's still a work in progress. I don't think that's a huge issue. I think him not getting defended closely is more a huge issue for this team. In terms of Moody's got to take the shot when he's open the first time. Moody will not take the open shot and frustrate his coaches and team and fans and take a worse shot in the lane. And he's not the best finisher of all the Warriors. He misses quite a few shots in the paint. Yes, there's some contact, but there's many times where we see him sprawling on the ground and didn't get the call, and he can't get back on defense when there was an opportunity for a shot for himself early on in the shot clock. And he's a good shooter. So he's going to have to take the shot and know that that's the best shot that's going to be available for him. It's hard. He doesn't play a lot of minutes. So it might be a little bit of nervousness and just trying to pass it around and stuff. But he's going to have to do that for him to play for Kerr. Because that's something that Kerr mentioned as well. He mentioned that he doesn't always take the first shot. Yeah. So these aren't things that I'm noticing. I've noticed it, but I also heard it from Kerr himself, kind of saying when people ask, "Well, why doesn't Moody play?" Those are one of the things. And he's not. Sometimes defensively, he's not. Even though he has a long wingspan, which is good, he doesn't really have the ability to guard quick guards.
Yeah.
So you can't just say, "Hey, let's trade Wiggins and Moody will be able to guard the same guys that Wiggins was able to guard." He's done well in certain situations. Like I think the big one was Jalen Brunson. He guarded pretty well, but Jalen Brunson's not particularly fast, and he had several inches on him in terms of height and wingspan. So it just depends. And so I guess it's not too optimistic, but I would say the Warriors will only go as far as the improvement of Podminsky, TJD, Moody, and Kuminga. Those are the four guys that if they're going to make the playoffs next year, they have to be better this offseason. And in fairness to Moody and Kuminga, they didn't have an offseason their first year. They went all the way to the finals. There was almost no time. They went back to the regular season. And then I think even Kuminga didn't even play Summer League because he had an injury. So the fairness to those guys, this is really their first year. Usually it's the first year where there's a mass improvement. You saw the mass improvement when they didn't go so far in the playoffs for both of them.
Got it. Yeah, those are some things I've noticed, and Steve has said that. And I actually didn't notice Moody not shooting immediately as well, but I might be able to see that on tape. But I do know that I keep an eye out for point of attack because that was a huge issue this year. Moody did improve, but yeah, it's not like Wiggins is definitely better on the point of attack, and then that's a whole. You could do a whole video on Wiggins. That is a paradox, right there, with Wiggs. So, but thanks for all your input, man. That was really good to hear another voice in here other than me and Dean talk about this day and night. And yeah, so we'll just have to see. This off season is going to be very interesting, and we'll see.
Yeah.
But coming right up, NBA draft next week, people. So we'll get
a week from today.
Yeah, we'll get to have you. Are you still available on the 25th?
Tuesday, I probably will. Yes.
Ah, great. So,
but yeah,
you guys get some more Eric G input as we get closer to the draft, and between now and then, there may be more intel come up. Who knows? So, appreciate you, man. That was very enlightening, and we got a crash course on the 2024 draft class. So, appreciate you for that. And stay safe out there in Arizona while you're out there. Get some good rest and all of that, and appreciate it. Let's bring on Dean to say goodbye. Thanks, man. Thanks, Eric.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Take care, buddy. We'll see you next week. And that'll be Tuesday, the 25th, everybody. All right, Eric. Dean, thanks for coming back on board. So that was pretty cool,
what
man.
An honor, man, to have Eric G on.
Learned so much.
Spelling all that knowledge and wisdom.
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome.
And anything you want to close on, Dean?
I
will say this, K-Money, I'm going to do a video, hopefully finish a video about GP2 opt-in plus Klay tonight to be uploaded tomorrow morning.
And of course, you can watch the rest of this video if you came in late. We talk about that.
Yeah, I've got notes in the description, but I actually ran out of characters. So those notes will go into the comments, which has double the amount of characters allowed in the description after we're done here. So there's that. So those are some things to look out for.
Yeah, thank you so much for bringing Eric on, man. That was great.
And I can't wait to edit the video where I had Dean come on and say a few things of optimism for retaining Klay, and I need to just replay that so I don't feel too bad. But you have to admit, I mean, Eric did go explain a lot of stuff that seems very sobering, and yet nobody really knows. Nobody knows what'll happen. There's some things even out of the control of Klay that comes up with the free agent market. So you just never know. And we'll see what
definitely.
happens. We'll be right here for it all. I mean,
obviously a lot of stuff for us to cover and for people to come back and watch.
Yeah,
coming up.
We have to do an emergency. Get ready, Dean. I don't know what you're doing on July 1st, but I'll tell you what, we may need to do an emergency live stream.
Celebratory one.
Never know, right? Yeah, either or, celebratory, or even if it's to say, we love you, man. Have a great time in Orlando or whatever it may be, right? So whatever it is, we'll probably go live on July 1st. We're definitely going live next Tuesday to have Eric back on. And then Wednesday's the draft, so we'll be on Wednesday. And then Thursday's the second round for the Warriors.
It's 2 days now, so be sure to tune in for both.
We're going to be live 3 straight days.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, so I just know I'm going to be
That's
tired.
The Olympics.
That's what it is. And then after that, July 1st, probably.
July 1st, right, yeah.
Live. And just like Dean said, hopefully to celebrate Klay staying with the Warriors, but who knows?
Let's see.
Yeah,
I've been messing around with the trade machines too, coming up with some ideas, but that'll be for a different video.
Yeah. Bleacher Report came out with something today saying Markkanen and then all of our young guys plus 2 more first rounders in the future for Markkanen.
Wow,
but that's for another day. That's for another day. Yes or no? Would you do that deal, Dean?
Yes.
Real quick. I think I would have to say yes as well. Markkanen is that special, right?
But he's anyway, coming up. He's a current contract too. So
awesome contract too. Yep. Even though technically right now, Moody and Kuminga's contract is pretty good too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Siobhan, no, that's fine. Yeah, I hope it's 50-50. To trade Markkanen for Kuminga, Podziemski. I think Trayce was in it. Just go look at Bleacher Report. It's in the big one. They offer a million trade scenarios, so it's one of those. It's like number 6 in there, and mainly it was more a Kuminga trade. They listed it out as, oh, here are all these big trades, and then number 6 Kuminga, but in my and Dean's eyes, it would be the Markkanen trade rather than the Kuminga. I don't know. Maybe they had another.
Well, I think for both teams it could be both, which is what makes it so interesting to me. I can see the Jazz going like, "Wow, yeah, we might want someone who's 21 and can attack the hoop and all that type of stuff." And obviously for the Warriors, it'd be I think.
We got a playmaker that can shoot the threes, and he's 7 feet. Oh my goodness! Yeah.
Yep. Jazz get some athletic wings, so. I'd be happier with that than some of the other stuff I've heard.
That would instantly silence all the get Steph some help. I mean, there it is. That's the best help you can get him is that. It's like,
but
a guy
we're also not saying that like we don't think the young guys can help lead us, right? Like we believe in the young guys too. It's just that trade is like we're not trying to get rid of them. Yeah,
this is just entertainment. Yeah. His contracts. Which contract situation? Markkanen's contract is. Let's take a look. I don't want to spend too much
expiring,
time.
So he's gonna ask for a max extension.
Oh, gotcha. Siobhan. Yeah, thank you. I had to just look at it. So yeah,
18.
But the thing is to do the trade this year.
Yeah,
that would clear out if you're trading Moody and Kuminga, then you don't have to worry about the long-term gigantic contract that he'll make. So balances out a little bit. Yeah.
Well, both Moody and Kuminga's contracts would come into place the year Markkanen's would anyway, right?
Yeah. So I might change my mind. You never know, but right now, you asked me today, the Bleacher Report article came out today, I kind of go, okay, yeah, sure.
Might
But
help
again,
keep Klay too. Might help keep Klay around a little bit, you know. I don't know how I can say no to that. Steph,
yeah.
Markin and Draymond, you, Wiggs.
You had to do the optimist thing and
Hey man, that's what that's all I know how to do. I think the glass is half empty because you got a full glass and you drink half.
That's the amazing thing about Dean. But yeah, you're right. Anyways, that's for another time. We got time to talk about that, and who knows, maybe it'll be a thing next week. If it's a thing next week, then we'll dissect it as we're dissecting everything else.
Absolutely.
Comes. So but we've been online here for 3 hours now, and it's not even a game day. So
Boys won the championship though, man.
Yeah, so that was great to have Eric G back on here and
Eric G,
some stuff to talk about. And so
yes,
so keep a lookout. Tomorrow I hope to finish the GP2 opt-in video. Some good stuff to talk about in there. And Dean makes a guest appearance. And so next Tuesday.
Go check out that taxpayer video that Rich put out too.
Yeah, it's almost required required video, but only in terms of like why the heck did I do this video in the first place? And it's because Joe Lacob said in February that plan 1A was to get below the tax, or to get, stop being in the luxury tax because of the repeater tax and so on and so forth. So
yeah,
go check out that video real quick. It's on the channel. All right, folks. Pre-draft talk with Eric G is next Tuesday.
Oh man, amazing.
Yeah, generous with his time, so check that out. Hey, Pinky. Pinky with the random reminder that life is life.
Oh, he's coming back for the statue. Klay's coming back no matter what. Don't worry about that.
All right, so let's go to Just Us. Anything else, Dean?
No, just love being on here, man. Thank you so much for Eric G for coming on. Amazing day today. Thank you, Rich.
Here to support me, because really it really helps out the weight of carrying a live stream.
Of course, man. I love it.
All right. Just Us. Oh, wait. I went too far.
We already called it out. Just Us.
And Bruce chimes in at the last moment, of course. All right. See you Tuesday.